Alrighty, guys. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back here to another live stream, my friends. Hope everyone is doing good out there. We are picking up on part 2 of this crazy Outbreaks nighttime coverage here. So we did our first bit of live here yesterday or this morning. We are picking up on part 2 of the overnight storm coverage here for today. But anyways, folks, what's up, everybody? Hope everyone's doing good. Let's see who we got here today. We have Starshine, we have Tammy, we have ADHD, we have Evans, we have Noodle, we have MD, we have Lizzie, we have Happy, we have Sydney. Let's see here. Who else do we got chilling in with us? We got Jazz. What's up, guys? Of course, everybody else who is here as well, just not chatting. Hope everyone's doing good. Okay, so we have one active tornado warning that just recently got issued. This is for southeastern Alabama. Out there by Texasville, Baker Hill area. This includes Eufaula as well. It looks like we do have a bit of rotation out here by Texasville, which is in extreme southeastern Alabama. This is an area of rotation out here. There is, I don't see any debris signature on it, but so this is just a radar indicated threat. Okay, so yeah, that is a, so obviously we need to be in our safe spots if you guys are not already. There is a bit of rotation here with this storm once again out by Texasville, heading towards Baker Hill and Eufaula and southeastern Alabama here. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good. What's up, MD? Let's see here. Well, I see a tornado here in Grandy, North Carolina. The odds of a specific area seeing a tornado is pretty low, but the tornado threat will continue into portions of the Carolinas. So for later today, if we take a look at our later risk out there, let's go ahead and turn this on here. So yeah, you're right on the edge. Actually, you're right on the edge of that level 2 threat here for later today. If we do look at that tornado probability, you are just barely in that 2%. So the odds of you getting a tornado is extremely low, honestly. Very, very low. What's up, Scott? Hope you're doing good. What's up, Mega Man? Saying Dallas, Texas. Yeah, there ain't much going on in Dallas out here. The storm system is not impacting that region, thankfully. This is just east of a lot of those areas there. So that's good. That's good. It ain't covering that region, thankfully, because yeah, but look how big. Wow. I just noticed later today, look how big this 5% tornado risk is today. Look at that. So that goes all the way from northern Florida. This is for later on this evening, later on, this afternoon regarding those storms. But Storm Prediction Center has really put out a big 5% risk out there for tornadoes from northern Florida, cutting up through coastal Georgia, into the Carolinas here, into Virginia, West Virginia, even the Ohio Valley here. Is in the slight risk here, actually, for later on today as well. So that's definitely interesting. Let's see here. Matt says we had 55 mile per hour winds today. Gotcha. That's pretty windy. Pretty windy, but not considered damaging, but it's close. Close. What's up, Jim? Hope you're doing good. Good morning to you. Laura says, thank you for covering nighttime a bit here. No problem, Laura. Like I mentioned, it's good for somebody to be live at nighttime because, a lot of people are live during the day during the main event, but, there's still stuff going on at nighttime that needs to be covered, especially with it being night and dark out there. It's kind of an issue. But you're very welcome. No problem at all, y'all. Like I said, we're here for you. Let's see here. Yeah, MD, I agree. Yeah, prayers to all the people who lost their lives. Unfortunately, we do have quite a few people, from what I've heard, that has unfortunately passed away from these storms. So prayers with their family and for them. Anyways, folks, so we do have a tornado warning. Like we mentioned here, this is up in southeastern Alabama. Once again, this is towards Baker Hill and Texasville area and Eufaula. We do have a bit of rotation. You can kind of see out here by Baker Hill. Which this kind of went past Texasville to the north, and it's heading towards Baker Hill, Alabama. So, got to keep a close eye on that. Looking at CC. So basically, I'm looking for debris right now. I don't see any debris. I don't see no debris signatures or anything like that right now. But, regardless of, debris signature or not, you still need to be in your shelter regardless. Let's see here. How many tornado emergencies happened today? I'm not too sure. But I did see one earlier. Yeah, I was in like I said, I've been mostly covering night shift here, so I've been mostly just focusing on night. But I did hear it was pretty bad, and I did see a tornado emergency earlier, unfortunately. But I'm not sure how many exactly there was total. I only saw one, but doesn't mean there was one. Or just one. Betty says, thanks for keeping us informed. No problem. You're very welcome, my friend. If 55-mile-an-hour winds isn't considered damaging winds, how fast would it be? Oh, they have to be, quote-unquote, 57 miles an hour or greater per NWS. So it's close. It is close. Just 2 miles an hour off, but it's near it. Let's see here. Faith Cat says, how is Fitzgerald, Georgia going to be? My mom's place avoided the worst of the storms in Alabama. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Let me take a look out there for you, my friend. We'll go ahead and see what we got going on. By the way, y'all, I will be more than happy to help you guys out with your zip codes and stuff, too, in this stream. Obviously, early word and, you guys being weather aware is everything to us. So you're in the level 2 threat for later today. You're right on the edge of it. That puts you in a 5% tornado risk here. Hold on a minute. Let me backtrack. I need to pull up your area again. The little marker went away. Let's see here. I'm going to put this back up real quick. Okay, so yeah, you're right on the edge of that level 2 threat. You see that? you're literally on the border between the level 1 and level 2. That's actually a 2% chance for tornadoes. Relatively low in threat here for later today. 15% chance out there for damaging wind gusts. And in terms of hail, we do got a 5% chance out there. So that's that. But the valid day 1 outlook here is different. So the current outlook. So this is for later today. This is the convective outlook for later today. We have a big slight risk, but for right now, we still have that moderate in effect. But for your area out there, which I'll go ahead and I'm going to have to bring up here again. But yeah, for your area out here, looking back at the risk here, you are right next to that enhance, which that puts you right in the, right next to that 10% chance for tornadoes. So look out there for that. Also, still damaging winds, significant wind gusts are still, going to be quite possible. Possibly 80 plus still being, a good possibility. Thankfully, the hail threat did die down a lot. It did die down a lot. So, the hail threat's kind of the trailing concern. The main concern, though, is still tornadoes and, damaging winds and whatnot. But, yeah, so keep an eye out there for those storms tonight. And we'll, like I said, we'll keep you guys updated for a while. Let's see here. Denise says, thank you for being there in the night. God bless you. You're very welcome, my friend. Glad to be here for you guys. Like I said, I care about y'all, and obviously we need night coverage, so, we're here for you. I wanted to cover the nighttime because, everybody's covering the day, and we need people at night, too. So that's where I come in. Like I said, I take the night shift, so we are, consider us the night shift squad. Let's see here. 850 says, is the tornado threat more greater in South Alabama than the Florida Panhandle right now? Okay, so looking back at the risk here, so this is the valid outlook. So it's kind of the same because we do have a bit of that 15% that does go in the Panhandle. I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see, but so that red is a 15% chance for significant tornadoes, potentially EF2 or greater. That does include portions of, pretty much all of southern Alabama as well as like the western Panhandle of Florida. So it's kind of the same risk out there for tornadoes. In which we can actually see, right now there's just a bunch of multi-cellular thunderstorms out here by the Panhandle currently. So at the moment, there's really not a lot of supercell activity or, severe thunderstorm activity going on right now in the Florida Panhandle, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible, because we still are in that decent threat still. We still have that 15% that's still valid. And of course, we do have, southeastern Alabama. We have this line that looks, a lot still pretty much intact. And of course, we do have this one tornado warning we're watching out by Eufaula, Alabama here. It's radar indicated threat, meaning that radar has picked up some rotation. We have a little bit of rotation out there, but that's what we got right now. Let's see here. How many damage reports was in Chicago? I know there's a lot of damage reports, actually. I don't know about Chicago specifically, but what I can pull up for you is here's today's storm reports. We had a total so far of 25 tornado reports today, 74 wind reports, and 25 hail reports. And yesterday we had 33 tornado reports, 529 damaging wind reports, and 304 hail reports. So that's the reports that we got for right now. Renee says, can I check on a zip code? I got you, Renee. Let me take a look at that real quickly. See what we got going on out here. So, yeah, I mean, like we mentioned, actually, portions of Ohio for later today is actually in that slight risk. But for this area here, that does not apply. You guys out here towards the Cincinnati area, honestly, you guys are pretty much good to go. We are still seeing, a little bit of light to moderate rainfall through the region, but to be quite fair, your threat is pretty much over with. Yeah, I mean, your threat's pretty much done. We still do have a little chance for some severe weather in eastern Kentucky. Of course, we do still have some storms out there. Got some special weather statements, which is not quite severe, but, that's that. But, yeah, for this area, you're good. Towards the Cincinnati region, actually, we're good. Yeah, the event's over for you guys. But from here on out, just a little bit of rain, light, moderate, can't be ruled out. What a day/night praying for people and that are all right. I agree. I 100% agree. Dude, I'm just ready for this thing to be over with. It's already caused a bunch of problems. And unfortunately, like I said, later today, we have this threat. Thankfully, it's not a super crazy threat like the moderate and highs we've been seeing, but it still is a large slight risk, which is a level 2, which I still consider a level 2 a decent severe weather risk. So got to be on the lookout for later on today as well. What's up, Renita? Hope you're doing good, my friend. Hope everything is good out there. So honestly, Renita, those storms, I remember where you're at, Renita. Those storms are just to your west here. So yeah, these guys are severe warmed. They are. Actually, those warnings are about to expire. We might get some new ones. We'll see. But they are. This little line here is capable of wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour, and there still is that tornadic potential in it. We do have that one tornado warning out by Eufaula area, so we're watching that one. But anyways. What's up, Red Cyclonic? Saying, hey, Andrew. What's up, buddy? How have you been doing? I've been doing all right, other than this mess. But other than that, I've been doing all right. Hopefully you're doing good yourself. Good to see you. Matt says, I live in Lambertville, Michigan. And northwest of me had severe storms, winds gusting up to 66. Yeah, Michigan's threat, I believe, earlier was it did get upgraded. But Michigan at this point, regarding everything is done. Yeah, the threat for severe weather is out of Michigan, thankfully. So that right there that's good news, of course. We don't want any more of that. But anyway, so yeah. So that's that. So we'll definitely keep an eye. Oh, there's a new warning they just issued there. Yeah, just to replace those ones. Okay. So yeah, these storms are definitely starting to work their way into Georgia at this point here. We just got a big severe thunderstorm warning towards the Columbus area here of Georgia. This includes areas like, your Thomaston. Is it Thomaston? I think it is. Woodland, Junction City, Waverly Hall, including areas out there by Richland, Lumpkin. Let's see here. Cusseta, I think it is. Preston, Weston, some of those areas out there. Let's see. Lizzie wants me to look at the zip code. I got you, my friend. Let's see what we got going on here for you. I'm going to pull this up real quickly. By the way, if you guys could help share that or help share the stream, it would be much appreciated. Okay, so for this area, Lizzie, you are in the level 2 threat for later today. Right now, there's not a whole lot going on, but later on, which I'll go ahead and bring up the models, actually. We're going to bring those up for you guys. But later on, there is going to be that risk here later this afternoon and evening for severe weather. That does put you in a 5% chance for tornadoes, unfortunately. It does put you in a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts ranging between 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts. And in terms of hail, we are not in a hail threat. So main concern is going to be damaging winds following that tornado potential. And if we take a look at the models, which we'll go ahead and pull up here for y'all, looking at the HRRR here overall, regarding later on today. Let's hop back to the 0 Zulu run so we can kind of get that extended range. You can kind of see another line of storms developing. So we have a little bit of just, rain and, all kinds of grossness going on right now towards those regions here. Not really a whole lot, but you can see once we approach kind of the late morning going into the afternoon for tomorrow, you can kind of see this this QLCS, or this other line of storms, squall that develops, which rolls through the Ohio Valley, and for your region, out there. So you'll be getting it sometime in the later morning, afternoon, regarding the timing for that. So keep an eye on it, because like we mentioned, the main concern is going to be that damaging wind threat, but then you still got the potential for tornadoes and all that, which we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see. Red Cyclonic says, what about Northeast Ohio area? So yeah, that kind of applies for you guys as well. We do have... Here, let's move the radar out here. You can see across the region here in the 5%, or the brown. That's a 5% chance for tornadoes. 2% chance here across the green. So there is that threat, and that does include Cleveland. That does. Also Akron. I think that's how you say that, Akron. You guys are also in that 5% tornado risk there, and the 2% is just outside of Columbus. Now for damaging winds, we got that 15%. Like I mentioned a little bit ago, the damaging wind gusts out here later today with that line of storms that rolls through is likely going to be between the winds of 60 and 70 mile per hour wind gusts. So it's going to be a little bit lower than the main hotspot was, for today overall and stuff like that. So anyways, is it safe for... Keensaw? Is it Keensaw, Georgia? Is that how you say it? To go to sleep. Let me look real quickly. Go ahead and pull this up for you. Keensaw, Georgia. Okay. Yeah. So you guys, you're kind of getting, you're getting the line right now, actually. So once that line passes through, once this, you can see you're right in here. This is right where you're at. That line is just slightly to your west. Currently, the good news is that it's not severe warned. It's currently no issue at the moment. Once that line pushes through, though, your risk for severe weather is pretty much over with. So that's good news. That is definitely good news. Let's see here. Renita coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Renita, for the 10. I appreciate it. Saying, I'm in a risk now. Should I go to the basement now? So, Renita, as of now, you are still in the risk for severe weather out there, towards Macon, right? Isn't it Macon? So you can see, you being right here, you're still kind of in the clear, but there is that line that is approaching you, in which, is currently severe warned out there by like Thomaston and, some of those regions out by Richland, just east of Columbus, for 60 mile per hour wind gusts out there. So we got to watch as that line advances eastward because, unfortunately, yes, you still are in that risk area here, across the region, which, unfortunately can't rule out tornadic activity. Since there is no warning in place for you right now, there's no need to take shelter. But if there is a warning that gets issued, then you need to take action. What I would tell you now, Renita, is just make sure you know where to go. If a tornado warning is issued, if you have a basement, a storm cellar, go there. If you do not, go to the central interior portion of your home, on the lowest floor, in a interior room such as a closet or a bathroom would be good. But right now you don't need to be in your shelter because there is no warning for Macon. But overall, still keep an eye out there for the night. I would recommend staying up just until that line rolls through, okay? But thank you for the 10. Once again, I appreciate your support. MD says, let's see here, please, I think we are safe, but I want to check. I got you, my friend. Just going to take a look at yours, MD, see what we got going on. This is up in Ohio. Yep, so you, my friend, you're pretty much good. You're just going to get a little bit of moderate, precipitation and stuff. Not really a lot going on out here anymore. But if we can bring up the models, there still could be some storms in the morning. We do have a bit of rain rolling through now. You can kind of see, there could be some storms out there in the morning. Honestly, not really expecting anything too crazy out of it. But then, for areas in the eastern or central eastern Ohio, that's where that, that tornado and wind threat, once again builds back in as we do develop this squall line. But for you, yeah, you're pretty much good. Renee says, thank you, Andrew, especially for encouraging words. Yesterday, my anxiety was so crazy, but you were right. Hold on. You were right. Put on some headphones and listen to music. So thank you again. You're very welcome, Renee. I'm glad to see that you took that advice, and I hope it helped you. But I appreciate that very much. Chris says, hey, Andrew. Let's see. I'm a little concerned about the line of storms approaching the Maryland, D.C. area. Let me go ahead and take a look at your zip code, my friend. Let's see what we got going on here. By the way, if you guys have not already, consider subscribing, leaving a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. So for you, my friend, yeah, so we're going to be getting our storms later. I mean, you're good to go to sleep now because, the storms are not in that region yet, so y'all are good for now. But later on today, you are in that level 2 threat. Let me go ahead and bring up your zip code here again real quickly. Let's go ahead and bring that up. So, yeah, you are right on the edge of that 2%, or sorry, not 2%, that level 2 severe weather threat. So, yeah, you are in that risk. You're in that level 2 threat. That gives you a 5% chance for a tornado happening within a 25-mile radius of you. It's still a relatively low-end tornado risk, but we need you to be keeping an eye out there for potential, tornado warnings in the area. A couple isolated tornadoes cannot be ruled out nearby. So, make sure you're ready to seek shelter if you do get a warning, and make sure you have a way to receive warnings too. In terms of damaging winds, we do have a 15% chance out here for damaging wind gusts here, ranging between 60 to 70 miles an hour in terms of gusts. So that's that. And then lastly, in terms of hail, we do have actually you're right on the edge of that 5% risk out there for hail between 1 to 2 inches in diameter overall. So that's that. Lizzie says, thanks for the info. You're very welcome. No problem. Red Cyclone says, thanks for the information. Brother, appreciate it. No problem, y'all. See, thank you. You're very welcome. You guys are very, very welcome. Let's see here. Anna says that derecho likes to hit our house, or sorry, derecho like this hit our house last April. Highly advised planning ahead. Absolutely. Absolutely. Renita, you're very welcome. MD, you're very welcome. Let's see here. Scar says, how is Harrisburg, Pennsylvania looking for severe weather today? Let me look. See what we got going on. So I do know that risk does go into Pennsylvania. I just want to see what level. There's a lot of level 2 threat today for a lot of Pennsylvania. So let me go ahead and bring up the risk area. So there's you. You're on that little marker there. So let's go ahead and bring up that risk here for later today. So yeah, actually you're in a level 1 threat. So you're in the lowest risk for severe weather. But remember, it still is a risk for, potential severe storms. So we still need you to be, keeping an eye on the weather. The good news is that actually tornadoes are not really expected for where you're at here. In terms of damaging winds, we do have a 5% chance for damaging wind gusts ranging between 60 to 70 miles an hour. 5% chance within a 25-mile radius of occurring. Relatively low in probability. And then lastly, in terms of hail, you are outside of that hail risk. So really the only thing you got to look out for is just some gusty winds out there. Once those storms do roll through, once they do roll through, just make sure you're indoors and away from windows. Let's see here. But hopefully that helps. See here, Red Cyclone said we have a wind advisory here in Northeast Ohio. Yeah, there's a lot of strong winds here. Not just from the storm itself, but just from the low pressure system itself. Just how strong, or how strong that low is. That's really causing some strong winds for a lot of people as well. See, I'm in the green in Massachusetts. Gotcha. Yeah, so keep an eye on it. That is a little risk. The green is that level. It depends on what green. Actually, yeah, for Massachusetts, that's actually a general thunderstorm risk. So the good news about that is that that's not a severe weather risk, but that is potential for storms. Means you could get some booms of thunder, you could get some storms, but not expecting severe activity here, which is definitely good news. So yeah, you're good. Yeah, you're good. Nothing severe out there for you. Let's see here. All right, sounds good, Renee. What's up, Mark? Hope you're doing good. Said in late, crazy things happening. Are you doing okay, Mark? Hopefully you're doing good. See heavy winds in southern West Virginia. Gotcha. Be careful out there, Mark, okay? Yeah, West Virginia's got a decent threat out there. As of now, not a whole lot going on. Here, let's go ahead and turn down this a little bit. As of now, not a whole lot going on in West Virginia. Not really too much going on. A little bit of precipitation out there, but yeah, the winds are pretty windy. Let's see here. Sizzle says Cottonton, Alabama. Right at the top of the edge of the tornado warning. My son is right there at the corner of 4 and 165. Anything coming from that storm ban?
A new tornado
got a new tornado warning.
issued.
Actually, yeah, let's hop back down to that real quickly. Let's take a look at this real fast. So we do have that rotation out there. It's out there by Eufaula. Right at the corner of 4 and 165.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Okay, so there's 4, 165. Okay, so they're right here, right between here. So here's 4, and then there's 165. So right at the corner there. Looks like that intersection between 165 and 4 is outside of the polygon. It's just outside of the polygon. This warning goes through Eufaula, also through Wallonie. I think that's how you say that. I'm not too sure. Out there by Omaha, here now in Georgia. So this area is for Georgia. By Omaha, Herd Place, Grills Place, Upper Bradley Place, Luval Station Union, Jamestown, Gobblers Hill, Manta, Christopher, Ida Vesper, and Midpoint. Let's go and bring up our radar again. Let's go and get up that radar view. Let's see what we got going on here. Hop back to velocity. Yeah, you guys can kind of see that rotation out there by Wallonie. I'm not too sure how you say that one. But you can see right in there we do have that rotation. So there it is right there. I don't see any debris signature. Let's hop to the other radar, see what we got going on. It's good to, look at those 2 radars, kind of see how they compare, What's up, Eric? Hope you're doing good. Yep, so there's that rotation there. Pretty decent rotation. Just east of Batesville, southeast of Glenville, Alabama. This is actually getting ready to cross the state line from Alabama, getting ready to go into Georgia. It'll pass near Omaha, Charles, Luval, Cusseta, and Renfro. So, heads up there. Let's see, is North Georgia out of the risk? So as of now, North Georgia is not out of the risk area yet. We still have a bit of northern Georgia here for potential severe weather. If we take a look at the valid outlook here, you can see that we still do have that risk. That line of storms right now is cutting through some of these areas. So for some of those regions out there, we still do have that active threat. So that's kind of what we're looking for tonight. But right now, there really isn't a whole lot of severity, or there really isn't any severity up here in northern Georgia. But you can still see where that line is. And on that line, there is still, potential for severity, for severe storms in it. So that's kind of what we're looking out for. Let's see here. Trying to figure out North Georgia as well as just some thunderstorms, making sure there's no tornado threat. So the tornado threat does still remain, but as of now, there is no severe thunderstorm warnings out there by Atlanta. But like I said, there is still some storms which potentially could go severe in the future. But as of now, we're clear. But we do have some severe activity here, including a couple of tornado warnings for the southwest, west central side of Georgia, east of Columbus, out by Thomaston, out by Manchester, Woodland, Junction City, Waverly Hall. Let's see here, out there by Richland, Cusseta, Lumpkin. They do have tornado possible tags on that and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts expected. Let's see here. Renita says, please tell me when I get a tornado warning, please. So it's not guaranteed that you will, Renita, obviously. That's the good thing, is that, it's not for sure, but you are in that risk. So it is possible. Like I said, tornadoes are still going to be possible in the area. It's not a certainty that you will be in a tornado warning, but if you do get one, I will let you know. Okay, I got you. What about Gainesville, Georgia? Let's take a look at Gainesville, Georgia. Let's go and see what we got going out here, my friend. Yeah, so you can kind of see, right now you're kind of getting a bunch of moderate precipitation, but you can see there's some heavier stuff out here to your west. That will roll through, and, that's kind of where the strong winds and all that fun stuff is at. Thankfully, that northern side of the line right now is not currently severe, but we'll see how that plays out. But later on, we are still in that enhanced risk out there towards the region. That still puts you in that 10% tornado probability, that 30% chance for damaging wind gusts, and a 5% chance right on the edge of the 15 for hail. That's still the valid outlook between 1 Zulu and 12 Zulu, and right now it's 06 Zulu UTC. So we're kind of, that's still the valid outlook there. But for later today, that's this outlook that's overlaid on the back map. So yeah, you're still in that risk, but we're still watching out. But thankfully, as of right now, you know, you're looking okay. But you know, that could change. We'll keep an eye on it though. Just keep an eye on it. We'll get through it. How is Douglasville, Georgia? Let's see. Let's go and take a look at Douglasville, Georgia. Actually, Douglasville is right on the edge of that line there. You can actually see, yeah, so you can actually see we do have a bit of that line out there right towards Douglasville. The good news is that it's not severe warned. So here, literally now, you're about to get some, you know, moderate to heavy precipitation, maybe some gusty winds and whatnot. But the good news is that you're not on that severe, or you're not in a severe thunderstorm warning or anything. So, but that line could, like I said, still definitely bring some heavy rain and, you know, some gusty winds and whatnot. So I would still expect that. But the good news is that it's not severe. But I'd still stay indoors, away from windows in general. That's just for thunderstorms. You know, you want to stay away from all that. You just want to stay away from the outside. Let's see here. What did cause the high winds in Texas, wildfires that were causing strong winds? So it was not the wildfires that did that. It was the low pressure system that we had. We had a strong area of low, which brought up a lot of warm air from the south, you know, causing the mugginess and the, you know, the fuel, the moisture, the instability to build up. Then we had the cold air coming on the backside. Oh, we got a new tornado watch. Interesting. But basically the strength of that low pressure system was so strong that the winds, you know, really kicked up because of how strong it was. The change in pressure, the rapid change in pressure over a short distance caused that to happen. And then the drier air mass on the backside allowed for, you know, low humidity values, which, you know, dries things out and, you know, and plus with those winds, you know, things dried out. The winds can allow for wildfire conditions, basically. All right, let's see here. Cody, I got you, my friend. Let's go and see what we got going on out here towards you. So you're out here by kind of eastern Georgia. So it's still going to be a little bit before that bit of storms works its way out there by you. You're in a level 2 threat later today for severe weather, which believe you are in that 2% chance for tornadoes. Let me go ahead and validate, make sure. Yep, so you're in that 2% chance for tornadoes later today. So there is going to be the possibility for tornadoes. We cannot rule it out here. We are in the 15% chance for damaging wind gusts, you know, ranging between 60 to 70 miles an hour in terms of wind gusts. And then lastly, we do have a 5% chance for hail ranging between 1 and 2 inches in diameter. So hopefully that helps. Malibu says, what's the timing for severe weather in Ravenna, Ohio? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Let's see here, in the morning. I got you. Let me go ahead and pull this up so I can kind of see where this is at. Nope, that's Italy. That ain't it. Hold up. There we go. Okay, so you're up by Cleveland area. So if we hop back to the HRRR, looking at the models, you can kind of see that line rolls through around 14 Zulu. So 12 Zulu would be 8 a.m. Eastern, so that would be 10 a.m. roughly. You know, don't take that exact time, but, you know, within the later morning, pretty much late morning is kind of when I would expect those storms. And by the time you get to the afternoon, I mean, there could be some more storms according to HRRR, but likely wouldn't be anything super crazy. Yeah, the main reason we have that slight is because of, you know, that long squall that we do get later on. But it'll be later in the morning. You're welcome, Renita. No problem. Let's see here. Can I see if there's any showers over the Gulf showing signs of rotation? Yeah, let me look at this. We actually do have a special marine warning off of Panama City. Hop to velocity. Yeah, so there is little mesos out there. You can see little mesocyclones, or little couplets, sorry. Little areas of rotation going on out there. But as of now, you know, there's no immediate danger. Ooh. That's a little hook there. Don't really see much on that one, though. Yeah, so we'll keep an eye on it. You know, right now, there's a lot of multicellular thunderstorm activity, most of which are definitely, you know, actually all of which are not currently severe. But, yeah, if a warning gets issued, we'll let you know. Let's see here. Jessica says, my brother and sister-in-law are in Griffin, Georgia. My mom and dad are in Jackson, Georgia, both along Highway 16. Let me look real quickly. Dean, thank you for the $2. I appreciate it. Appreciate it very, very much. Here, I'll get to that in 1 second. Dean, I got you here in 1 second. Let me go ahead and do Jessica's real quickly. But I appreciate the 2. Thank you. I'll get to you here in a moment. So, yeah, for this region, they are kind of getting that line now of storms. So, you know, that's this main line. And to be fair, honestly, yeah, after this is going to be pretty much it for them. So, and what about Jackson, Georgia? Let's see here. So Jackson, Georgia. Yeah, they're still a little bit of ahead, or still a little bit ahead of that line, but it is going to hit them within the next hour or so. There still is potential for severity. Right now, you know, the northern side is not severe warned. Right now, the southwestern side is the area that's severe warned and whatnot, but that's that. All right, let's see here. Dean, thank you so much once again for the $2 super chat. Appreciate it, saying thank you for what you do. You're very welcome. I got you, my friend. Like I said, I'm glad to be here for night. And so what is the tornado chances in the Atlanta metro area? So if we hop back to the valid day 1 outlook, this is between 01 Zulu and 12 Zulu, which the current time is 06. So this is still valid outlook for the Atlanta region. That puts us in a 10% chance. So Atlanta's right in here. That is a 10% chance for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius of Atlanta, there is a 10% chance that we could have ourselves a tornado in that region. Now, the fact that it is still a hatch risk, you can see that, you know, those black dashed lines going through it, that tells us that there is significant potential, meaning that some tornadoes could be EF2 or greater. And in terms of damaging winds, we do have a 30% chance out there for damaging wind gusts, you know, potentially 70 miles an hour and greater that could occur. And lastly, hail, we do have potential for hail, 15% chance between 1 and 2 inches in diameter overall. So anyways, once again, thank you for the 2. I appreciate it, my friend. What's up, Darian? Hope you're doing good. All right, Cody, I got you, my friend. Let's go ahead and do your zip code. I think I already did yours a little bit ago. Yeah. Did I already do Hazelhurst? I feel like I already did. But anyways, we'll do it again if I didn't. So yeah, for Hazelhurst, we do have that level 2 threat later today, which gives you a 2% chance for tornadoes, a 15% chance for damaging winds, and a 5% chance for hail. Yeah, I feel like we already did that area, though, from your zip code. Let's see here. Stephanie says, what about Meansville, Georgia? I believe it may be passing over us now. Let me see. Let me see if it'll let me copy it. I'm trying to copy Meansville. There we go. All right, cool. Let's see. Meansville, Georgia. Yeah, so you are getting it right now. Yep, can confirm. So there might be a little bit more heavy precipitation here and a little bit after, a little bit of moderate heavy precip. But yes, this is the main line that is, you know, that is mainly what you are going to be seeing out of this event. There is a severe thunderstorm warning slightly to your south for the potential of 60-mile-an-hour winds. So there is still going to be potential for strong winds on that line. But you're not in a severe thunderstorm warning, but still I need you to be indoors away from windows. Okay? But yes, that is the main line, and once that rolls through, you should be pretty good. Can I check out the tornado risk for Dothan? I think it is Dothan, Alabama. So you, my friend. So if we hop back to the valid outlook here, we are in the 15% chance still for potential. You know, the 15% chance is running to the end of it because the line is right here on the edge of that 15. But Dothan is still in a 15% chance for tornadoes. So still is that chance. Right now we got a lot of multi-cellular thunderstorm activity going on here. Just a bunch of scattered popcorn cells, which a few of which could, you know, still go tornadic potentially. No immediate danger for Dothan, but we still are in a decent tornado risk out there. Okay, let's see here. Trauma Boy coming in with a 10. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that for the $10 super chat, saying thanks for staying up with us, Andrew. Hey, I got you, my friend. Thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Helps me out a ton. Big thank you, Trauma Boy. I appreciate it. Y'all in chat, please give Mr. Trauma Boy a big thank you for the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you, my friend. Wing says, thank you. Got relatives in Georgia, Douglas, so called them to stay indoors just in case. Good. Glad to see that you're looking after them, for sure. You're welcome, Malibu. No problem. Michael says, thoughts on northern Georgia mountains. So, like we mentioned here, there's not a whole lot going on up in northern Georgia right now, you know, in terms of severity. They're still in that active risk, of course. And, of course, you can still see that, you know, that pretty nasty line going through. we're still watching to see if, we do get severe warnings, because it definitely is still possible that we could still get, some severe weather up here. But as of now, there's no immediate warnings. Northern Georgia still needs to be weather aware. We still need to be remaining alert out there in northern Georgia, even despite there not currently being warnings for northern Georgia. You're still in that risk, and there is still potential, okay? So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. Jeanette says, Commerce, Georgia here, thunder, winds and rain. Let me check on Commerce, see what's going on out there by you, my friend. That's California. Let's see here. Commerce, Georgia. Gotcha. So, yeah, you're still ahead of the main line here. Oops. You are still ahead of the main line of storms. You can see, right now you're just getting a bunch of moderate precipitation here. Not really anything crazy at the moment. But you can see here to the west, we have this long noodle, this long noodle of storms. That is going eastward. So that is heading in your direction. It'll be there within, the next couple of hours. So, with that being said, once that line pushes through, there is going to be potential that a couple of those could be severe. So we'll definitely need to look out there for that. I mean, you still are in that severe weather risk, but, the main line, this is where that severity is likely going to occur if it did, would be on that line of storms that's coming through. But for now, it's just a bunch of moderate rain. Not really a whole lot of anything super crazy right now. But, no immediate danger, but we still need you to watch. Let's see here. What's a tornado's favorite game to play? I have no idea. Let's see here. Sweet says, thank you, Andrew, for Virginia. No problem. You're very welcome, my friend. Let's see here. Is Thomasville hit with the tornado? There's a lot of Thomasvilles out there. Georgia, I'm assuming. Maybe. Thomasville, Georgia. We are in that risk. We are in that risk out there, towards Thomasville. So keep it out there for it. There is going to be that potential still for a little bit of severe weather and whatnot. So we are, out there towards the Thomasville region. We are actually right on the edge of that 5 and that 10% chance overall. So we'll keep an eye on it. Let's see here. When it comes to damaging winds, still right there in that 30% and, still decent. Little chance for some hail. Thankfully, a lot of the hail threat has dwindled down a bit, but we still do have, the main threat still being damaging winds and, still damaging winds and, of course, still potentially some tornadic activity. So, you're welcome, Stephanie. No problem. Let's see here. Jeanette says a bit of lightning and thunder now. Thank you. No problem. Be careful out there, my friend. Kelly says, please check out 30143. I got you. Let's see what's going on out there by you. You, my friend, are in northern Georgia. So we still have that risk for storms, and you're actually getting that line right now, which is not currently severe warned, which is good. But, so don't be surprised if there is still some gusty winds and stuff like that in this storm here, to be honest. There is still that... still some gusty winds, heavy rainfall, and whatnot. But as of right now, there is no severe warnings or anything in place. But we still have that active threat in northern Georgia, still potential for severe weather. But this is going to be the main thing. And since it's not severe warned right now, this is probably the worst you're going to see out of the event. Let's see here. Red Twister, really. See here. Polly says, hi, Andrew. What's up? Hope you're doing good. What about Flag Pond, Tennessee? Flag Pond, Tennessee. Let's see what we got going on out here. So, eastern Tennessee, just a little bit of precipitation nearby. Not a whole lot going on. Let's see here. Valid outlook here. Still has eastern Tennessee in that slight risk. That level 2 threat, 5% tornado risk, 15% wind risk, 5% hail risk. To be fair... Let's see, where's my models? Go and bring this up real quickly. So, yeah. So we are going to get that storm activity. You can kind of see maybe some storms trailing later this morning overall, which, still could be a little bit severe. Maybe even some more storms out there by the early afternoon, maybe. A couple of rounds, a couple of storms according to HRRR is possible. For now, it's just going to be a bunch of moderate rainfall, light moderate rainfall towards the region here overall. But later on in the morning, I would keep an eye on it because there could still be, some storms that roll through later. So let's see here. Amish, thank you so much for the $2. Appreciate it. Saying, let's see, what is the chances of Marietta / Keensall gets a tornado. Let me see. Where is it? Is this Georgia? Marietta, Georgia, I'm assuming. Up by Atlanta area. So in the valid outlook here, which is between 01 and 12 Zulu, which currently is 06 Zulu. So this is still valid. This is still the active outlook here from SPC. Atlanta here, you can see on the bottom, maybe. Yeah, there you go. You can see Atlanta right here is in that 10%. So Atlanta is in a 10% chance for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius of Marietta, there is a 10% chance that a tornado could drop somewhere in that region. So that's your tornado probability. Now, damaging winds here, I know you didn't ask for it, but I'll give it to you anyways. Damaging winds, we have a 30% chance for still potentially significant wind gusts, possibly 70 miles an hour or greater. Can't be ruled out. There's really not a lot of severity going on up in northern Georgia right now, though, but still keep an eye on it. And in terms of hail, we do have a 15% chance for hail between 1 and 2 inches in diameter. So that is that. So 10% chance, my friend. Let's see here. AJ says, can I check out the Monroe, Georgia area? Yes, I got you, my friend. Got you. Let's see here. Monroe. Oh, that's Louisiana. Hold up. Monroe, Georgia. Hold on. Monroe, Georgia. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, right now you're just kind of getting some light precipitation on the radar. You can see that there is a line to your west. That is moving in your direction. It'll be there within the next couple of hours. With that being said, you are out there. Yeah, you're just east of Atlanta there. So that puts you in, you're actually still in that enhanced risk. You're right on the edge of that enhanced risk there. So, still kind of in that 10% tornado risk, from the valid outlook here right now. But like we mentioned, at the current moment, there's not a whole lot of activity in northern Georgia, thankfully. There's really not a whole lot going on out here, knock on wood. I don't want to jinx it either. But there is still that risk. The environment's still capable of all hazards out here. So I need you to be weather aware, but there's no immediate danger for you right now. But that line is heading in your direction. Okay. Supernatural says go to bed. No, I ain't going to bed. I want to be here for nighttime for you guys. That's why we're here, because everybody covers during the day, which is good, of course. I'm glad that they do, but at nighttime we need people here as well. So I'm here. We're the night shift crew. Let's see here. Baggy says, what about Dallas, Georgia? Let's see here. Dallas, Georgia. Yeah, honestly, your threat's over with for the most part, because, that line you can see is now to your east. And once that line goes over you, we start to build back in stability. So stable air starts building in. HRRR here, the model, doesn't really suggest much of anything after this line rolls through. Yeah. No, your threats, looks like it's over with. So you're welcome, Kelly, no problem. Let's see here. I live about 30 minutes north of the rotation near Columbus. Does it look like it'll be doing anything? So that's the one up here. So we do have that tornado warning for Caseta area. You said north of Columbus. So if you're north of Columbus, you're likely out of that line of storms. Because north of Columbus, you said about 30 minutes north. That would put you behind that line. So, from what you're telling me, I think you're going to be in the clear, because a lot of these storms are moving northeast. These storms are moving to the northeast out there. Let's see here. What about Hampton, Georgia? Let's see here. AJ, thank you for the 2. I appreciate it. I'll get to here in 1 second. Hampton. Yep, so you guys are kind of getting that. You guys just kind of got that heavy little band that just rolled through. You can see that the line's very broken throughout here. You can see parts of it right through here. Once this goes east of you, you'll be good. Which, in a couple of hours, you'll be out of that threat for the most part. I would still just keep an eye on it, because you're still in that active risk, but, there's a chance that what you just experienced was probably going to be your heaviest. Let's see here. Can I check on Monroe, Georgia area? I got you, AJ. Thank you. I appreciate it, my friend, for the 2. Let's see here. Monroe, Georgia. Yeah, so kind of the same thing applies to you, actually. So you're still in that active risk, like we mentioned here, east of Atlanta. You still have the potential for all hazards, unfortunately, but like I mentioned, not a whole lot of activity in northern Georgia right now, thankfully. As that line gets closer to you, or that broken line gets closer to you, there still is going to be potential for severe storms. So, yeah, definitely still be in, still keep an eye on it. I don't see any immediate danger for you right now, meaning, there's no reason to seek shelter or, get, ready to run to your shelter. No reason to do that right now because I don't see any current threat. But, like I mentioned, as the storms do get closer, there is potential that, we could still see severe weather out there. So, need you to be on alert, but as of now, I don't see any immediate danger. So, let's see here. D says, how is Atkins, South Carolina status? See here. So right now, yeah, you're still ahead of that line. It's still going to be a little bit before that line of storms gets out there. According to HRRR, you can kind of see that approaches for later morning. So still several hours away. But yeah, so for this region here, I'm going to overlay the current outlook here. Or for later today, I should say, not the current outlook, the later today's outlook. So you're in that level 2 threat, which puts you in a 2% chance for tornadoes. So basically a 2% chance of a tornado happening within a 25-mile radius of your location. A 15% chance for damaging wind gusts here, ranging between 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts in the storm. Not outside of the storm, in the storm. And in terms of hail, we do have a 5% chance for hail ranging between 1 to 2 inches in diameter. So, how does it look like in America's Georgia, says Andy? Let me see. See what we got going on out here. All right. So, okay. So I do need you to be keeping an eye on the storms. Yeah, so you're kind of next to a bunch of strong, severe storms here. So you're right in here. We do have a tornado warning to your northwest. Does not currently pose a hazard to you. This is moving to the northeast. Not a current issue for you, but I'd still keep an eye on these guys that are heading, in your direction. So just keep an eye on the weather. Still remain weather aware. No active warnings currently, so there's currently no reason to take shelter. But once those storms approach, I would recommend, or I would go indoors away from windows at least. And if you're in a warning, then take shelter. But we'll keep an eye on that, and we'll let you know what happens. Let's see here. Mary says, what about Panama City Beach, Florida? Panama City is actually in a decent risk out there. Yeah, actually, we do have a little bit of storm activity rolling through the Panama City area, slightly to the west. We do have a little group of storms coming through here. At the moment, there is no immediate danger, but for the boaters out there, we do have a special marine warning, just, alerting the boaters to, be careful. But yeah, Panama City, though, over the next little bit, there is still potential for severe weather. So we'll keep an eye out there for Panama City. In the valid outlook, Panama City is actually in that, let's see here, that level, I think you're in the enhanced. It's hard to tell. Let's see, is Panama City listed on there? I don't see Panama City being listed. Anyways, you're right between the enhanced and that moderate risk. So we still need you to be on the lookout. Let's see here. Pluto says, check out Tallahassee, Florida. So yeah, as of right now, Tallahassee, there's not a lot going on. But, as we continue to go down in time, there is going to be still potential for severe weather out there. In the valid outlook, Tallahassee is in the level 3. That's a level 3 enhanced risk for severe weather. That gives Tallahassee here a 10% chance of seeing a tornado within a 25-mile radius. So, like we mentioned here, within a 25-mile radius of Tallahassee, there's a 10% chance a tornado could drop. Now, unfortunately, there is what we call a hatch risk or a significant risk here in that dashed line that shows that there could be potential for strong tornadoes being EF2 or greater from Storm Prediction Center here. So that is possible. Damaging winds out there by the region, we do have 30% chance for damaging wind gusts here, between 60 to 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, let's see here, Tallahassee is actually in a 5% chance for hail, between 1 and 2 inches in diameter. Do I think the system will strengthen or weaken by the time it hits upstate? So it won't be as strong as it was today. once it hits upstate South Carolina. But we still need, South Carolina to be, weather aware, as we would typically, because, there is still going to be the hazard or the possibility for all hazards. So here is later today's outlook. This is more for this afternoon and this evening for today. This is not for now, but for later on. So we do have a 5% chance for tornadoes across the Brown. It's a decent chance for tornadic activity. A couple of tornadoes, is possibly going to occur within the region of, South Carolina in general. The greatest threat, central eastern side. So 5% chance out there in the Brown, 2% chance across the Green. And in terms of hail, damaging winds, we do have a 15% chance here for damaging winds, 5% chance here in the Brown. Then hail, we do have a little hail threat, just a 5% chance here for hail between 1 and 2 inches in diameter overall. Michael says it's extremely nice of you to help all of us out here or out like this. Important work, and you do it very well. Thank you for your time, Michael. You're very welcome. It's very sweet of you. I appreciate that, my friend. Thank you. That's really nice. Appreciate the nice comment. So thank you so much. I'm getting a little caught behind in the chat, y'all. So I'm gonna kick it up a little bit. Can I ask about Winston-Salem, North Carolina? Some winds just started a few minutes ago. Wind was my main concern. So many weak pines surround us. I do know how there's a lot of pines in North Carolina. Let me look at Salem, North Carolina. We'll go ahead and see what's going on out here right now. So we'll pull up the radar. So there's not really a lot going on right now. So if we look at the future radar from HRRR, that line of storms will be out there later this morning. So it'll be before noon, more than likely. We'll get some storms rolling through, according to, this model. That would be when your greatest severe weather concern is going to be. So we would have to look out for damaging wind gusts here, possibly, tornadic activity. We can't rule it out. So, yeah, later this morning, keep an eye out there for it, okay? Beaumont says, thank you, no problem. Polly, I get it. It's a little scary, but we'll get through this, my friend. I promise you, we'll get through this together. We're just make sure you all take this serious and that you guys, do take action if you are in warnings. And, you guys got this. We got it together. We'll get through it. Amy says, you just got a new subscriber. Thank you for covering the nights. You're literally saving lives. Amy, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys, for everybody who's subscribed, by the way. I just want to say thank you. It's greatly appreciated, my friend. All right, so I'm going to scroll down a little bit here in the chat. I'm getting a little lost. So if I accidentally go over your question, I'm so sorry. I'm just trying to keep up with chat, too. All right, Geoff says, the only late night guy needs some Venmo drops. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, but nobody's got to donate. It really does help me out a ton. I ain't going to lie. Yes, it does help me out a ton, but, nobody's got to do that. I'm just happy to be here to help, man. But I really do appreciate the supporters who do support us directly. So thank you, guys. Thank you. But y'all don't have to. Just know that. Let's see. Teresa says, what about Pensacola, Florida? Please and thank you. No problem. Pensacola. So actually, I think the threat for you guys, Pensacola's threat's pretty much good to go. Because you can kind of see there's not much activity in here. You can see how it's kind of faded out. This is the main activity, what's ahead of that. So here's your main line right here. Everything ahead of that still has potential. Pensacola, I think, is pretty much good to go. If we dive down here on the HRRR, you can kind of just see how it was just, you can kind of see that's kind of where we're at right now, actually. You can see that little line of storms. And then from here on out, everything clears out. So Pensacola is good, actually. Pensacola is good. Let's see here. Baggy says, Conyers, Georgia. I got you. Let's see here. You, my friend. So you're still in the active threat. Yep, so you're getting some moderate precipitation right now. It looks like you're definitely getting, a bit of moderate rainfall. Currently, like I said, you're still in that severe weather risk. So we need you still to be, weather aware, as this line does go through. But the good news, like we mentioned here, there's really not a lot of severe thunderstorm activity currently up in northern Georgia. Right now, it's pretty quiet for you guys, actually, which it was actually, it's expected to, still see potential for strong, severe weather. which, you know, that threat still remains, but I don't see any imminent danger for you guys out there right now in northern Georgia. But like I said, things can change in a split second, so still need to keep an eye on it. Don't let your guard down is what I'm saying, but, you know, at the moment, I don't see any big problems for you currently. Let's see. Drew says, what is the odds of Augusta, Georgia, getting a tornado tonight? See, Augusta is on the eastern side. So on the valid outlook here, actually, let's go with the post 12 Zulu outlook. So you are in a 2% chance for a tornado. So Drew, that means that within a 25-mile radius of your location, there is a 2% chance that you could see a tornado within 25 miles of you. So that's very low. It's very low. It can't be ruled out, but it's very low. Let's see here. Lazy, you're very welcome. Snowy says, can I check on Chester, Virginia for tomorrow night? Gotcha. Yeah, I got you. Let's see what we got going on out here. You, my friend, are in the 5% chance for tornadoes. Okay, so within a 25-mile radius of your location, there's a 5% chance of a tornado dropping. Which, you know, still is a relatively low-end threat overall, but still need you to keep an eye on it. Damaging winds, you got a 15% chance here for damaging wind gusts ranging between 60 to 70 miles an hour in those storms. And in terms of hail, we do have a 5% chance for hail ranging between 1 and 2 inches in diameter. Now, future radar here from HRRR does suggest that line of storms kind of rolling through. It looks like some of the worst of it's going to be for the afternoon. Overall, precipitation could roll in, yeah, probably right around the early afternoon here. All that should be out by the late evening. Let's see here. I would love to stick around, but I'm going to call it a night. Sounds good, Eric. Thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Hodges says, thanks very much. No problem. Let's see. Are significant tornadoes possible around the Augusta, Georgia area? No. No. No significant tornadoes out there expected. See, Chris says, thank you for doing the night shift. I appreciate your positive attitude and help keeping people safe. No problem, Chris. Thanks for joining. I appreciate it. Like I said, y'all, we'll get through this. It happens. I get it. It's a little scary, but we got it. Honestly, we have a lot more behind us than we do ahead of us, so most of the event is over. But just got to hold on a little longer, guys. We'll get it. Let's see here. What about Phoenix City, Alabama? So, let's take a look at Phoenix City. See what we got going on out here. I think a lot of Alabama's out of the wrist, though, at this point. Yeah, actually, so we just had that set of storms roll through, yeah, which is to your east now. From here on out, these storms are going to be moving away from you. So, with that being said, yeah, your threat is pretty much over with. Yeah, Polly, it's been pretty nasty, unfortunately. Abby says, what about Winder, Georgia? I can't, or can I go to bed? I'm tired. Let's see here. Okay, so you could go to bed, but if you do, I want you to have a way to wake up if a warning is issued. So if your phone alerts you if there's a warning, then yes. If you have a weather radio, turn it on. Because here's the thing. So right now in northern Georgia, there's really not a lot of activity currently happening. That could obviously change, though, because we are still in a decent risk for severe weather out here, including your area. There is going to still be potential for severe storms of all hazards. So with that being said, I mean, you could just have a way to receive warnings if you do. Because there still is going to be potential for, you know, damaging storms overnight. The line is still to your west. It'll be there in a couple of hours. That's up to you, my friend. But I would highly recommend just having a way to receive warnings if you do. Okay? Make sure it'll wake you up. I know a lot of phones do, you know, alert you. But just make sure that setting is on and just, yeah. CH4 says, I'm glad you're on for everyone in the night hours. I appreciate it, my friend. Yeah, glad to be here, y'all. Glad to be here. Let's see here. What about Jackson, Georgia? Let's take a look at Jackson, Georgia. see what we got going on here. Jackson, Georgia. Okay, so you're kind of getting some moderate precipitation right now. We have a little bit of a line kind of pushing through. Honestly, there's probably not going to be much more after this because all of this behind you is just kind of light to moderate precipitation. This stuff right here isn't severe. That's not the bad part. This right here is, this stuff is what you need to look out for, and everything behind you once that passes is just kind of light, moderate stuff. Honestly, I think after this rolls through, you should be pretty good. What about Locust Grove, Georgia? Let's see here. Literally, you guys could be neighbors. You guys could be neighbors. Yeah, same thing applies to you. Yeah. That's kind of funny. You guys are pretty close to each other. You might even know each other after all. Is Barnesville, Georgia in the clear? Let's look, Rich. Let's see. Okay, so Rich, you are kind of going through the worst of it. You guys could be neighbors too. Look at that. You guys are really close to one another. I mean, look how close you are. Dang, dude. But yeah, so your main threat's over with, basically. Everything past this is just going to be kind of light, moderate rainfall. So that heavy rain that you're experiencing is kind of the worst of it. Audrey says, what about Sylvester, Georgia? Let's see here. Sylvester, Georgia. So, yeah, you're still in that active threat. Not a lot right now. We do have a little bit, so there's where you're at. So, a little bit of popcorn showers going on. We do got to keep an eye out there for the next couple of hours, though, because, we got to watch for this. There still is potential for all hazards on that. So, yeah, please keep an eye on it. Definitely keep an eye on it. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down a little bit in chat, guys. I'm so sorry if if I'm skipping over some of your guys' comments. It's not intentional, I promise. I'm just trying to keep up with chat. Okay, so if I accidentally go over yours, just post it again. Let's see here. Is there a significant or intense tornado threat for Groveton, Georgia? Let's see. Groveton, Georgia. There is not. No. Can I check on Asheville, North Carolina? Yep, I got you. Asheville, North Carolina. So as of now, not a lot. So we were actually looking out there for this area here a little bit ago, and there is going to be some morning storms later this morning that we'll look out for later this morning. So it's still several hours from now. Would keep an eye out there for it, but for now, at least for the next several hours, you're good. Let's see here. Polly says, I hope you're safe, Andrew. I'm good. I'm in the marginal for later today, but I'm sure I'll be fine. Let's see here. How about Tallahassee? Tallahassee does need to keep an eye out there for it. So, Tallahassee's still in what we call the warm sector. So here's our main line. That is moving to the east here. And over the next couple of hours, that line will be out there by Tallahassee, in which Tallahassee currently is in that level 3 enhanced risk on the current valid outlook. So Tallahassee's in the level 3. That's a 10% chance here for that is a 10% chance for tornadoes. That is a, let's see here, Tallahassee is in the 30% chance for damaging wind gusts between 60 to 70 miles an hour, and Tallahassee's in actually the 5% chance out there for hail, ranging between 1 to 2 inches in diameter. So. Renita says, Andrew, I'm in a tornado watch. Do I go downstairs now? So a watch means just to keep an eye on the conditions. A warning means take action. Renita, you're not in a warning. You're in a watch, which means just keep an eye on the weather, basically. Just look out for the potential for tornadic activity and just severe weather. A watch does not mean that you need to immediately go to your shelter. A warning does. So a watch means just keep an eye on it. Warning means take action, okay? Let's see here. I feel you on wanting to go to bed. I'm so scared after the hurricane hit me, traumatized. Yeah. I'd love to go to bed personally, but I'm not going to because, I really want to be here for nighttime, and I really do, really do want to be here for you guys. See, thanks for updating us on the storm tonight. The threat is gone from my area. Yep, you're very welcome, my friend. No problem. No problem at all. I live in Roanoke, Virginia. I'm having troubles because I am worried about tomorrow. Gotcha. That's understandable. So let me look at Roanoke real quickly. see what we got going on here. Roanoke, Virginia. So, yeah, it's still going to be a little bit before you get out there. You can see on the radar. Radar's pretty clear. You can see a little bit of light precipitation far away from the radar. But to be honest, you're good right now. You can get some sleep. It's not going to be until, like, later on. You can kind of see later on this morning, and then maybe another little bit of storms later in the evening, or afternoon, I should say. So between the afternoon, the morning, and the late morning and the afternoon, you could get some storms. But you could go to bed now. You could go to bed now. It'll still be a long time by the time those storms do get there. So still several hours out. Etta says, what about Lawrenceville, Georgia? Let's see real quickly. Lawrenceville, Georgia. So you're still in that active threat for severe weather, but like we mentioned, there's really not a whole lot of current severe warnings up in northern Georgia. So you're right here. You can see that we do have this this line that is going eastward. It is, going towards your region. I'd still remain alert for at least another hour or so until that line is to the east of you. And once this is to the east of you in an hour or so, your threat will be over with. Because at that point, stable air over here is starting to build in. More cooler, more stable air is building in. This is more warmer, unstable air. This is more cooler, stable air, which that is going to be building in. So, let's see here. Fulton County is basically in Atlanta. Could I know if I should sleep or not? So if you're out there by Atlanta, I'd hold on a little bit longer. I mean, honestly, a lot of you guys in Atlanta, honestly, are pretty much good, I do believe. I don't think there's really going to be much out there. But we still have that active threat. But, that line that we were talking about is rolling through now. I'd stay up for maybe another 30 minutes or so. Just to keep an eye on it, just to be safe. Can I check on Livonia, Georgia? Is that how you say that? Livonia, Georgia? But I got you, my friend. Let's take a look at that. Livonia, Georgia. Yep, so you're still a little bit away from that line hitting you. You can see, still a good little way to your west. We have that line. You're still in that active risk. I do want you to know that you're still in the active risk there. Just for now, you're just getting a bit of moderate precipitation. But, within the next little bit, yeah, that line will be rolling towards your area. And in the current outlook, you are in the level 3 threat. So that gives you a 10% chance for tornadoes, a 30% chance for damaging wind gusts between 60 and 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, we have a 5% chance for hail between 1 and 2 inches in diameter overall. Saved says, so grateful for you. You are saving lives by helping people prepare. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, my friend. Like I said, I'm glad to be here for you guys. I just want to say thank you all for subscribing and for everything, guys. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you all for watching too. Let's see here. Go ahead and scroll. All right, so Barefooted wants me to take a look here at a zip code. Alrighty, gotcha. Let's see here. South Carolina. Okay, so you, my friend, so right now we don't really have a whole lot going on. Later today, though, we do have that threat. It'll be within the next couple of hours, next several hours, I should say. So if we hop to the models here, you can kind of see that, this is kind of where we're at now. Not a whole lot going on. It's not going to be until like later on this morning, next several hours, until we start to get some activity out there. But there is going to be potential for, still some strong winds, and, I hate to say it, but an isolated tornado or two cannot be ruled out. Later on this morning, it's still going to be several hours from now, is when you could be seeing that threat overall. Let's see here. How's it looking for Anderson, South Carolina? The winds are getting up. Thunder and lightning bad just started. Let me look, Tanya. See what we got going on here for you. Let me see. Anderson, South Carolina. Is this the same Anderson that you're... I don't see much going on out there. We do have a little bit of kind of some moderate precipitation to your west, but really not a lot of nothing really significant going on, or nothing severe, I should say, sorry, going on out there by you. You are in the risk here. that region is in the slight risk out there, which is a 5% tornado risk, a 15% wind risk, and a 15% hail risk. But there's really not a lot going on out there right now for your area. Let me bring up the models real quickly. So oops, let me go ahead and load up our reflectivity here. It says future radar from HRRR. Yeah, I mean, this doesn't really show the line rolling through until maybe like 5 or 6 a.m. Still another 3 or so hours. So, yeah. No immediate danger right now, which is good. Just a little bit of activity to your west. Scott says, if I get a chance, can I check on Greensboro, Georgia? Gotcha. Yeah, I got you. Greensboro, Georgia. No immediate danger here for you. You're still in that active risk. You're probably going to be out of that risk within the next 2 or 3 hours or so. But yeah, so we still do have that risk out there. And the risk over here from SPC still has you in that level 3 threat, which is a 10% tornado risk, 30% wind risk, and a 5% hail risk. Let's see here. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. No problem. You're very welcome. Will this die out in North Carolina? No, there is still a threat for North Carolina. The system isn't, I mean, it is weakening. It's not going to be as strong as it was, as yesterday or today was, or day before yesterday or yesterday was, I should say at this point. It is going to be a bit weaker. So this is the current valid outlook. We still do have that enhanced risk still in effect. That's until 12 Zulu, which is another 5 hours essentially. And then later today, this is for this afternoon and this evening for this risk. So it's not, earlier today we had earlier yesterday we had a level 5 threat. Today we have a level 2 threat. It is losing some strength, of course, because instability is thinning out a little bit and whatnot. But this is just going to go off the East Coast. So let's see. How is Greensboro, North Carolina looking? Let's take a look at Greensboro. Yeah, I don't think there's a lot going on out there right now. Yeah, you're relatively good at the moment. You can see on the radar, relatively clear. Not really a lot going on. For the region, though, as we approach our way here, actually for the late morning going into the early afternoon, that's when we're going to get that line of storms rolling through, in which, Greensboro, which we'll go and pull back up here again. So for Greensboro, we are in that level 2 threat for severe weather. So like I mentioned, the scale goes from 1 to 5. You're in a level 2, which, regardless of what level, you're still in an active risk. That gives you a 5% chance for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius of your location here in Greensboro, there is a 5% chance of a tornado happening. There's a 15% chance out there for damaging winds occurring between 60 and 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, we have a 5% chance out there for hail overall. So that is that. What about Bristol, Florida? Let me take a look, Leon. By the way, guys, if you could leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. Bristol, Florida. Let's see. Okay, so there we go. Actually, Panama City, y'all, has a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here now. Yep, there's that storm we were looking at. Heads up to Panama City area. We also do have a severe warning for Richland, Lumpkin, southwestern Georgia here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. The one by Panama City is also for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Anyways, sorry, Bristol, Florida. Yep, so you're east of that line. You are in that level 3 severe weather threat still, which is a 10% tornado risk, a 30% wind risk, and a 15% hail risk. So we still need you out there to be weather aware over the next couple of hours. But once all that goes to the east of you, your threat dwindles down basically. So then after that, you're pretty much good to go. Megan says, do I mind checking on Madison, Georgia? No, I don't. I got you. Let's see. Madison, Georgia. Let's see. Okay, so right now, we do have a little bit of, kind of light to moderate precipitation going on out there. So we do have a little bit of rain happening. But honestly, as of right now, like we mentioned, not a whole lot going on. We are still in that active risk, Megan, so I still would keep an eye on it, over the next several hours. But, we just kind of wait for this line to go through. But, as of now, there's not a lot of severity on these storms up north. You can see that down south, though, we do, that does change a bit. But up north where you're at, it's pretty calm. Pretty calm. I mean, we do got a little bit of moderate, some heavy precipitation in here, but these guys are not currently severe. There's likely a bit of gusty winds and stuff on this here too. So we'll, still keep an eye on it for the next. I'd stay up for a little bit longer if you could, just to keep an eye on it, because there still is potential for severe weather out here. But at the current moment, with everything being said here, I do not see any immediate dangers. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and scroll down, catch up with the chat a little bit, y'all. Sorry if I accidentally go over your, guys' question. I'm trying to get to as many people as I can, but I'm also going to keep up with you guys too. Let's see here. How bad will it be in Augusta, Georgia? Let's see, Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, we have a few people out here today in Augusta. So for Augusta, we are in a 2% tornado risk here, a 15% wind risk, between 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts, and in terms of hail, we have a 5% chance for hail. So, still several hours away from your event though up there in Augusta. Let's see, what are the expected winds in both Greenville and Columbia? And could you clarify, are they expected to be steady winds or wind gusts? So wind gusts is kind of what we're looking at here. So whenever I say, wind gust, that means what the winds could peak up into the storm, I should say. Now for Greenville, I'm assuming, let's see, this is, go ahead and pull this up. Is this Greenville, North, South Carolina? I'm not too sure which state you want me to look at here. Angel, if you could tell me what it is, I would be appreciated, because I'm not sure if you're wanting me to look at South or North Carolina, because there is Greenville for both of them. And if I look at Columbia, there is a Columbia, South Carolina. I'm assuming you probably want me to look at South Carolina. So with that being said, as of now, you're pretty clear. Still several hours away from the event out there. We do have ourselves a level 2 threat out in Columbia, which is a 5% chance for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius of Columbia, there is a 5% chance of a tornado happening. And whenever it comes to damaging winds, there's a 15% chance here of damaging wind gusts ranging between, so what winds could get up to in the storm, between 60 to 70 miles an hour at max. There's a 15% chance of that happening within a 25-mile radius of your location here. And in terms of hail, we have a 5% chance out there for hail, ranging between 1 to 2 inches in diameter. So that's that. Oh, you said South Carolina? Okay, good. So we got that right. What about Greenville, though? Let's see, Greenville, South Carolina. Okay, so this is, further to the northwest. So, with that being said, actually out here by Greenville, we need to hop to the current valid outlook, because that's that. Greenville is in the level 2 threat. That is a 5% chance for tornadoes, a 15% chance out there for damaging wind gusts ranging between, once again, 60 to 70 miles an hour, and a 5% chance for hail. So kind of the same concern, basically. So there you go, my friend. Hopefully that helps. Johnny says, best coverage I've come across. Been scanning all evening, and this channel makes me feel informed. Thank you, Johnny. I appreciate that, my friend. Yeah, I do things a little more one-on-one here during coverage. A lot of people just go over all the warnings and stuff. I mean, I do too sometimes, but I like to be more engaging with you guys and check you guys specifically. That way I can help out more one-on-one, because, I feel like it's very important doing it that way too. But I appreciate that, my friend. Tennessee looks pretty good as of right now. Dawn, yeah, we do have a little bit of a risk up here later for northeastern Tennessee later this morning, which we'll keep an eye out there for. But honestly, relatively low in concern. Nothing super crazy expected. Just a little bit of gusty winds and whatnot can't be ruled out. And, Not really much of a tornado threat, actually. You can see we do have a little bit of the 2% going on in extreme northeastern Tennessee, but yeah, pretty low odds there. Okay. Let me see here. Indiana's good now. Cotton. Yeah, Indiana is fine. You guys are no longer in that concern. Renita coming in with a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Renita. I appreciate your support, my friend. Big thank you goes to Renita saying, I'm in a tornado warning. Is that seeing spinning? Okay, Renita, you're not in a tornado warning. As of now, I don't see any tornado warnings currently active. However, out here in Macon, Renita, you are in a tornado watch. So a watch means that you just need to keep an eye on the weather. Just keep an eye on it. A warning means you need to take action, but you're not in a warning. I don't see any tornado warnings out here for you, so you're not in a tornado warning. The line is approaching you, though. You can see, Macon, this line is approaching you, and currently is not severe warned. But what I do need you to do, Renita, at the current moment, you don't full on have to hunker down, but I would recommend that you remain indoors, go away from windows, and I'd say honestly go to the center portion of your home just to be safe, because there is still likely going to be some strong winds on this line as it approaches, okay? The good news is that you're not in any form of warning. There is no tornado warning for you. There is no severe thunderstorm warning for you. As of now, you're good, but I would still remain indoors. You got this. You got this. Angel says, thank you so much. You've helped a lot. My mobile home and my family are in Columbia with a lot of pine trees. Gotcha. I'm in Greenville tonight. Sounds good, Angel. I'm glad to help. Glad to help. And if you have any more questions, feel free to let me know. Like I said, we're here for you guys. I care about y'all. I want to make sure you guys are staying weather aware out there. How bad was the tornadoes in Mississippi? I wasn't live during Mississippi's coverage because I was actually resting. Because, like I mentioned, we've been kind of focusing on nighttime coverage. Like we covered last night too. I do know there's a lot of tornadoes, unfortunately. Yeah. Let's see. Local news just said a few intense tornadoes possible for Grovetown, Georgia, and surrounding areas. The risk there, yeah, there is going to be possibility for still some strong tornadoes tonight, which that's what we're covering. Just to keep you guys in the loop. John says, what about Chandler, North Carolina? Just got a huge lightning strike. Is tornado even possible in these mountains? Yes, it is. That is a myth. That tornadoes can't happen in mountains, that is a myth. They can. Let me pull up Chandler. You said North Carolina here. So, okay. Let me go ahead and take a look here at your current level. You are, and so in the current valid outlook, you're in a level 2 severe weather threat. That is a slight risk. You're in that yellow. That gives you a 5% chance for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius of your location, John, there is a 5% chance of a tornado dropping. With those storms. That is a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts ranging between 60 to 70 miles per hour. And in terms of hail, we do have a 5% chance here for hail, ranging between 1 to 2 inches in diameter overall. So that's that. Sam says, what about Abbeville, South Carolina? Let's take a look at Abbeville. Abbeville, South Carolina. Okay, so you guys out there in the Abbeville region are there's a little bit of precipitation to the west. Nothing crazy right now, but for you guys, you're in a level 2 threat. 5% chance for tornadoes to occur. Within a 25-mile radius of your location out there. There is a, let's see here, 15% chance for damaging winds between 60 to 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, there's a 5% chance for hail between 1 and 2 inches in diameter. Let's see. But anyways, let's go take a quick little, oh, we just got a new update. Okay, Renita, are you still here? Got some information for you. You're not in a tornado warning, but they did just issue a severe thunderstorm warning, which that means that we got to look out for winds. Actually, I told you, don't be surprised if there's some winds on that. So yeah, the Weather Service for Macon, Georgia, they just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Macon, for Byron, Gray, Bolingbrook, Warner Robins, Marshallville, Fort Valley, Reynolds, Americus, Ellaville. It's a pretty long severe thunderstorm warning here for the possibility here for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So at this point in time, the same thing pretty much applies to what I told you beforehand. I would recommend you go indoors, stay away from windows, because you don't want to be near windows during strong winds. So go indoors away from windows, and you should be pretty good. You should be fine. But just stay indoors, away from windows, and that's that. Let's see. Michael says, regarding the winds, are these sustained or gusts, and what's the different types? So we are talking gusts. So a gust is peak winds for a couple of seconds. So what the winds can maximally get up to for a couple of seconds. That's what we call a gust. Now, sustained means constant winds of a certain value. So like saying sustained winds of 10 miles an hour just means it's constantly blowing at 10 miles an hour. Gusting to 15, for example, means that it's for a few seconds getting up to 15 miles an hour. Does that make sense? So that's the difference. But we are talking gusts. So, for example, this warning has 60-mile-per-hour winds on it. That is maximum wind gusts, up to 60 miles an hour. So in the storm, there's potential that those gusts could get up to 60. Hopefully that clears things up a little bit. Hopefully it does. Let's see. Are intense tornadoes possible for Augusta, Georgia? No. No, there is no significant risk or anything like that out there. So you're good. What about Warrenville, South Carolina? Let's take a look at Warrenville. See what we got going on here. Okay, so we do have a level, I believe you're actually in a level 2 threat for later on today. Yeah, so that gives you a 2% chance for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius of you, Drew, there's a 2% chance for tornadoes, a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts, between 60 to 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, we do have a 5% chance for hail, between 1 to 2 inches in diameter. Ragtie says, hey, man, what about South Starbane, Pennsylvania? Let me see. What we got going on here? Yeah, the risk does go up into those regions here. Okay, so this is southwestern Pennsylvania. So, yeah, you're in a level 2 threat. So this is not going to be for a while, though. If we take a look back at the models, you can see once we develop into the morning, going into the afternoon, that's when we get this line that comes through. So with that being said, did I say Starbane? Strawbane. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, man. It's late. Anyways, that long line of storms goes through here sometime in the late morning, afternoon. You are in a level 2 threat, which is a 5% chance for tornadoes. That is also a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts, between 60 to 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, you're outside of that hail threat overall. So that is that. That is that. 5% hail, or sorry, 5% tornado risk, 15 wind risk, and no hail threat. So, let's see here. Renita says, okay, I get them confused. Oh, you're good. You're good, Renita. Yeah, so you're in a severe thunderstorm warning, just saying that there's some strong winds on the storm, basically. So just go indoors, stay away from windows, and you should be fine. Let's see here. Ragtie says, thanks. No problem, man. I got you. Y'all, we're getting close to 30K. Y'all see that down there? Y'all see that sub count down there? First of all, I want to say thank you guys to the people who subscribed. I really appreciate y'all. I'll make sure to keep you guys updated with the weather. Not just during this event, but all the events that happen. Like I said, we're getting ready to... we're heading into storm season now, and this is kind of the first big taste of storm season. So we'll be here. But I want to say thank you guys. But we're getting close to 30K, man. Thank you guys. Y'all are helping making this possible. Let's see here. Is Griffin, Georgia in the clear? Let me look and see if Griffin, Georgia. Let me go ahead and see here. Griffin, Georgia. Yep, you're in the clear, my friend. Yeah, so you can see out there by Griffin, we just have a little bit of kind of light precipitation. The main line is east of you. That's where the severe weather would have been. And now the atmosphere is stabilizing in your area. So you're looking pretty good. You can go to bed. You can go to bed. John says, I appreciate the info. Hey, no problem. No problem, John. Saying, growing up, I was always told that North Carolina was almost impossible for tornadoes, but I have been learning a lot, especially Helene. Yeah, you guys got bad flooding from Helene. I live in Florida. I live in Central Florida, and we got some winds out of it, but you guys got it bad with that wind. Milton, on the other hand, Milton's eye went over me. I was in the eye wall of Milton. So, but yeah, I hear you, man. And it was crazy. It was a crazy storm, but you know what? I'm glad to help out, John. If you have any more questions, let me know, man. Sunnyside says, thanks. You're very welcome. Tanya says, thanks. No problem. Let's see. Ragtide says, like and shared. Come on, guys. Help him out and share. I appreciate it, Ragtide. Yeah, you guys sharing could definitely really help out. Help keep people weather aware. So, I really do appreciate it. All right, let's do a little update on these warnings real quickly. So we do have a severe thunderstorm warning out by the Panama City area here. We just have a big cluster of storms going on. Potential just for, winds up to 60 miles an hour on these guys. Possible small hail up to penny size. Can't be ruled out either. Here in southwest Georgia, we have another severe thunderstorm warning for out there by Shellman, Coleman, Fort Gaines area by Cuthbert. Another one, this is for 60-mile-per-hour winds. This one also does have a tornado possible tag. It does not mean that there will be a tornado. It just means that, a tornado is possible, essentially. So if there was an immediate danger of a tornado, there would be a tornado warning, but there's not. So, no reason to take shelter, but just remain alert for a possible tornado. And if a warning gets issued, take action at once. So that's what that means. But main concern on that warning is just for 60-mile-an-hour winds. Now, we do have that new severe thunderstorm warning, relatively new for, like I said, the Macon area by Byron, going down through Americus, including Andersonville, Reynolds, Montezuma, Marshallville, Bolingbrook, Gray, here in Georgia, which is once again also a concern for winds up to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here overall. So that's that. Let's see here. But anyways, so that's the current warnings that we have. And, of course, we do have a little bit of flash flooding going up here actually in Kentucky, too. We have a little bit of storm activity still in Kentucky, you guys can see. But these guys are not severe, but they do pose a flooding concern. We do got some flash flooding going on out there. But like I bet you guys, if y'all have any questions, if you guys want me to take a look at a zip code or anything, feel free to throw it in the chat. Like I said, I'm more than happy to help you guys out. If y'all want to know what's going on, in your area, like I said, I'm more one-on-one with you guys, and I want to help you guys out directly. So, if you all wanted to, I'd be more than happy to look at you guys. Eli says, what does Athens, Georgia look like? So Athens, currently, you guys are just kind of in a bunch of moderate precipitation, just a bit of rainfall, nothing severe right now. You guys are still in that risk for severe weather, but honestly, there's really not much of anything severe going on up in northern Georgia. The potential's still there, but currently no immediate danger for you, so that's good news. So right now there's no problems, but I'd still keep an eye on the region just for another couple of hours. But honestly, it looks pretty good. You look pretty good. Let's see here. Don wants me to look at Tennessee. So actually, yeah, a lot of Tennessee is out of the risk here. Out here by Jackson, yeah, you guys are good for the most part here. I mean, we do have a little bit of, looks like a little bit of a storm kind of rolling through. These guys are not severe, though, so that's good news. But, yeah, just a little bit of a storm. But your threat's over with. Let's see here. Angel wants me to look at Abbeville, Alabama. Gotcha. Abbeville, Alabama. Let me see. Okay, so you guys... Y'all, I would still keep an eye on it for a few minutes, for at least another hour or so, because, we do have a bunch of these popcorn cells going off right now. I mean, some of these could still produce severe weather, of course. Once you're on this side of that precipitation, you'll be good. I'd still look out for at least another hour or so, just to be careful. But honestly, I think a lot of it is likely over with, to be quite fair. Austin, I got you, my friend, here in Florida. Let's take a look at that area. You, my friend, honestly, I think you're relatively good. Yeah, you can kind of see here that, to your west, there's really not a lot going on. To the east, though, we do have that severe thunderstorm warning. That also includes Panama City. But for you, my friend, honestly, your threat is pretty much good, man. You're pretty much good to go. Let's see here. Angel says my weather app is showing a strong storm on us in Greenville right now, and we are finally getting thunder and some lightning. Sheesh, my storm anxiety just kicked back in. Let me look. Was this Greenville, South Carolina? So I don't see anything. Oh, are we back, y'all? It looks like, a minute, y'all. Are we back? Y'all, are we back online? Looks like I might have lost y'all for a minute. Anyways, so for this region in southwestern Georgia, we are in the enhanced risk here, which is a 10% chance out there for tornadoes, a 30% chance for wind, and a 15% chance for hail overall. So that's that. Let's see here. Angel says, well, thank you. You're very welcome, my friend. No problem. No problem at all. Austin says, I really appreciate it. No problem, my friend. What about Port St. Joe, Florida? Let me take a look at that real quickly, my friend. So, yeah, we need you to keep an eye on this here. You can see to the west, we do have that storm activity. At least keep it out there for the next hour or two as that line goes through. But, once all this is east of you, then yeah. But there still is potential for severe weather, and you are in the level 3 threat here, which is a 10% tornado risk here, a 30% wind risk here, and a let's see here, a 15% hail risk overall. So that is that. Let's see here. Austin says, do I have any way to get over storm anxiety? I got you, man. Learn how to read radar. Specifically reflectivity, velocity, and correlation coefficient. And what you can do with that, no matter day or night, you can see what's going on in the storm. If it's damaging winds, if it's tornadic activity, you can detect that with radar. So learn how to read radar. And another thing to help out with storm anxiety is, make sure you have a way to receive warnings, first of all. But jam out, man. Don't let the sound of the winds and the lightning thunder, I guess. Don't let the sound of that, scare you. Just turn on some tunes, jam out during a storm, but just make sure you know what's going on still. So learn how to read radar, keep it on the radar, listen to some music, go into your safe spot if that helps you feel better. Yeah, that's what I would say. Let's see here, William. How do you say that? Hepsblah? Georgia got a tornado watch. Do I think we might have a tornado? I have no idea how you say that. Okay, so here's the thing. So we have a chance for a couple isolated tornadoes in the region. Overall, that is a 5% chance for tornadoes here in that risk area here. Whoops. That is a 5% chance for tornadoes out there, a 15% wind threat, and I believe you're right on the 5% for hail. So the odds are very unlikely that you'll see a tornado, but we still need you to be weather aware because there still could be tornadic activity nearby, yes. Let's see here. What about Liberty, South Carolina? I got you, my friend. Let's go take a look at Liberty, South Carolina. You are here in the western side. Okay, so right now we just got a bit of moderate precipitation. There could be some thunder, so don't be surprised if you hear some. We got that going on, but later on, we're going to have, this line, which the line is further to your west here. That'll roll through within the next several hours, in which you, my friend, are in a level 2 severe weather threat. That is a 5% chance for tornadoes. So a 5% chance a tornado will happen within a 25-mile radius of you, relatively low in threat. In terms of damaging winds, we have a 15% chance out there for damaging wind gusts between 60 to 70 miles an hour, essentially, what they could get up to. And in terms of hail, we have a 5% chance out there for hail. So between 1 and 2 inches in diameter overall, in terms of hail size, essentially. Binksy says, hey, Andrew, I'm at Panama City Beach, loud, and I'm nervous. It'll be all right, my friend. We'll get through it. So Panama City, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning. Stay indoors away from windows. Let me look at velocity real quickly. Okay. All right. Stay indoors away from windows. Because like I said, just a little bit of gusty winds is expected on the storm right now. So that's kind of the main threat right now. But you got this, man. Once this is over with, you'll be out of it. Let's see here. Big J says, what about Rock Hill, South Carolina? Gotcha. You, my friend. Okay, so yeah, your threat's going to be a little bit later on. You are in the level 2 threat. You got yourself a, let's see here. You are in the 5% tornado risk here, the 15% wind risk between 60 to 70 mile per hour wind gusts here, and 5% chance for hail. Now, in terms of the timing out here, it's going to be later this morning. You can still see it several hours out. But, yeah, once we get up here, it'll be like 13 Zulu. That's going to be later this morning here. I believe that's around 9 a.m. or so. So we're still a good, still a good 5 or so hours away from it. So from the main part of the event. Basically says, thanks for going live. No problem, my friends. Like I said, I'm here for the late night. I'm here for the late night. William says, thank you for the hard work, my friend. You're very welcome, my friend. I got you. Tucker says, what about Warner Robins, Georgia? Oh, let's see here. Warner Robins, Georgia. Okay, so you're actually in a severe thunderstorm warning, my friend. Yeah, look at that line that's coming through. So you have potentially the possibility for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. So they have you in a warning. So, Tucker, what I want you to do is go indoors, away from windows. I'd recommend going towards, the middle of your home. You don't have to, fully seek shelter, but I would recommend going well away from windows at least. So there is going to be potential for winds in the storm getting up to, meaning peaking at 60 miles an hour. Stay indoors, away from windows, and that's kind of the only concern in that right now. You are probably a good maybe 15, 20 minutes or so. I mean, if that, away from getting the storm here. I mean, you're pretty close. Yeah, you can see that thing is coming your way. Actually, you're going to get this little knob more than likely here pretty soon. So, yeah, just look out for some gusty winds, and like I said, stay indoors, away from windows, and you should be fine. There's a lot of lightning in Panama City. I bet. It's a pretty strong storm out there. Let's see. What about Fort Wayne? So Indiana is actually, the threat's over with in Indiana. All of the stuff is now east of you guys. So Indiana is now no longer in the threat. Let's see here. What about Fort Wayne? Oh, I just literally read that one. Good job, Andrew. Let's see here. You're welcome, Big J. No problem, man. Let's see here. Is it okay to go to bed in Cleveland, Ohio? So here's the thing about Cleveland. So for now, yes, you're good to go to sleep. Right now we just have a little bit of rain going through, but if we look at the future radar, we hop back over to HRRR here. You can see once we approach, you can see right around 14, 15 Zulu. This is pretty much going from late morning into early afternoon. You can see we get that line. But for now, you're just kind of in a lot of this rain, you see. So just, a bit of rain and whatnot. But the line, the potential for those severe storms doesn't happen until later the morning into the early afternoon. So, yes, you can definitely, get some sleep. But just make sure you're up before those storms do happen. So this is going to be right around 10 a.m. or so, roughly. roughly. Don't take that approximately, but, you know, sometime early morning, anywhere from like 8 to 10 or so would be rough estimate of when those storms could be nearby. Panda wants me to look at Weewahachi. Or I have no idea how you say that, actually. Let me go ahead and pull that up here. Florida has some interesting names, man, I tell you. Let's see. Okay, so you're just east of that severe warning up that by Panama City. Okay, so you're not in a current warning, so there's no immediate danger for you, but these storms will be rolling over you within the next hour or so. So keep an eye out there for that. You're still in that risk, so I need you to still be weather aware. Right at the moment, I don't see any imminent danger for you. Like I said, Panama City area, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning, so we need you to be indoors. But you're east of that. You're right in here. This is just to your west. So with that being said, you're good for now, but I do need you to keep an eye on it still, okay? Because this region is still in that level 3 severe weather threat. For the potential still, I hate to say it, but a couple isolated tornadoes are still possible. Damaging winds and still some hail cannot be ruled out, okay? So we still are in that threat. But right now, I don't see any immediate danger. Let me see here. Anything for Philadelphia, Pennsylvania today? Yes, we do have a level. I think we're in. Actually, no. Philadelphia's good. Yeah, I do know a lot of Pennsylvania. I was thinking Pittsburgh. Philadelphia, we do have a generalized thunderstorm risk, which means that there's a possibility for a couple booms of thunder, but no severe weather is expected. So Philadelphia is actually good. Philadelphia is good. After Hurricane Helene, it makes it hard to sleep. We're hit pretty hard. Yeah, well, I can understand that. Let's see here. Doob says, are we okay, Ohio, Cleves? Yeah, so Cleveland, like I mentioned, later on in the morning, we need to keep an eye out there for storms. For now, you're good. You can get some sleep, but early tomorrow morning, or early this morning, I should say, like we just looked at here a minute ago. So we're going to be getting a bit of a line developing sometime for the morning, you know, kind of the later, early morning, I guess. So we'll need to look out for that. There could still, you know, there could be a couple isolated tornadoes on it, some damaging winds, you know, not really much of a hail threat, mostly just tornadic and potential for wind gusts and stuff. But for now, it's just a bunch of kind of moderate precipitation in the area. The stuff right now is not a problem, really. But the stuff later to come later this morning could be severe. So, let's see here. Squashy says, thank you, no problem. When is Dallas-Fort Worth going to receive a storm? Not out of this system, thankfully. I don't think there's really anything significant coming up anytime soon either. Let me bring up SPC again. Yeah, really after this, not really much going on. Here Tuesday, we got a little risk up in Iowa. Small, level 1 threat, nothing big. Nothing like this. So that's good news, but yeah. Not really anytime soon, my friend. Let's see here. Anything in Anderson, South Carolina? Let me look. If it'll let me. Let's see here. Here we go. Anderson, South Carolina. Okay, so you, my friend, are in the level 2 threat. I know it's level 1 here, but the valid outlook has you in a level 2. So you are in the slight risk right now. So that is a 5% chance for tornadoes. That is a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts between 60 to 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, that is a 5% chance for hail, ranging between 1 to 2 inches in diameter. Chuck says, what about Pittsburgh? So Pittsburgh is in the risk later. So we're going to be getting a line of storms rolling through Pittsburgh area here in a little bit. Or I should say later tomorrow, or later today. That'll be actually afternoon-ish. Yeah, that'll be afternoon-ish whenever we do get that line of storms coming through. So, yes, Pittsburgh does need to be be on the lookout for severe weather later. There is a 5% chance of a tornado happening within a 25-mile radius of Pittsburgh. So that's possible. So look out for that potential. There is also a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts ranging between 60 to 70 miles an hour. So we'll need to look out there for that as well. And of course, lastly, we do not actually have a hail threat. Yeah, we do deep down to the south, but not for Pittsburgh. So really, Pittsburgh just got to look out for gusty winds and maybe a couple isolated tornadoes. Can't be ruled out. Anyways, let's see here. What about Boone, North Carolina? Gotcha. Okay, so you, my friend, right now there's not a lot of activity, but later on this morning we could get a couple of strong to severe storms, which you are in that level 2 threat. That puts you in a 2% tornado risk here, 15% wind risk for gusts between 60 to upwards at worst case scenario to 70, 15%, and a 5% chance out there for hail. Let's see here. See here. William says someone get this man a Red Bull or some coffee. He's working overtime. Dude, I could go for some coffee. I ain't gonna lie. It's been a long night, man. I am whooped. I am whooped, but you know, like I said, we're here. We're gonna push as long as we can, man. You know, I'm just pushing. Like I said, we did this yesterday too. We stayed up with you guys pretty late. I mean, we're already approaching 2 hours of night coverage already, but I'm just going to keep pushing until my body gives out, basically, until it's like, okay, you can't do this no more. But we're chilling. You know, we're chilling. We got this. Any signs of rotation in the line? As of now, let's hop back to velocity real quickly. Let's check out there by Panama City area. To be honest, not really. Let me hop up to Georgia here. Yeah, a lot of this is just straight line winds. Yeah, I really don't see anything that's... wait a minute, what's that? Okay, I think we're good. Yeah. Yeah, as of now, it doesn't seem like there's really much of a... Right now the main kind of issue, from what it looks like, is just straight line winds. Let's see here. What about Jackson, Tennessee? So Jackson. Let's see here. Where is Jackson, Tennessee? Oh, you guys are good. Yeah, we have a little bit of storms out there by Jackson right now, but these guys are not severe. Yeah, a few little showers rolling through. Yeah, y'all are good. Y'all are good in Jackson. Chuck, you're very welcome. Everybody welcome. Storm Chaser, be careful, my friend. Sounds good, Mark. Thanks, man. Let's see. Brandy says, can I say something about North Carolina, but like Columbia, North Carolina, please? Single mom, 4 kids. I'm scared. I got you, my friend. So Columbus, North Carolina. Let me take a look real quickly. You, my friend. Okay, so right now there's not really much going on. We have a little bit of, some light to moderate rainfall going on. You guys can see, just nothing. This is nothing concerning right now. But later on, within the next couple of hours, or the next several hours, I should say, we will be getting that bit of, storm activity rolling through. That'll be sometime within the next, possibly 3 or more hours. You can kind of see here, we have a bit of rainfall, and then as we approach our way here later into the morning, several hours from now, that's when we could get some storms out there. Those are the ones you got to look out for. But for right now, you're good. There's no immediate danger, but we do need you to keep an eye out there for it, because I hate to say it, but there is a potential still for a couple isolated tornadoes, some gusty winds, as well, perhaps maybe 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, and maybe some small hail as well. But for right now, I don't see any immediate danger on the radar, because, the main part of the event for you is still several hours out. Let's see here. Jessica says, thank you for being live during these hours. No problem. You're very welcome, guys. Very welcome. Let's see here. What's the best way to learn to read velocities? I made a video a long time ago on it. I don't know where it's at. It was years ago I made that. I probably need to make another update since we're heading into spring. I should probably do another radar update. So stay tuned for that. I'll probably do that sometime soon. But there's a lot of let's look it up on YouTube. I'm sure there's a lot of people that did it. Will it strengthen before it reaches Brunswick, Georgia? Let's see, Brunswick, Georgia. Okay, you're in eastern Georgia here. So actually, Brunswick is in the level 2, I believe. Yeah, so you're in a level 2 severe weather threat. So in general, this line is weakening a bit because, you know, obviously we had a high risk yesterday. This is nowhere near to compare, by the way. I just want to let you know. The high risk we had yesterday was way worse than what you're expected to get. Anyways, with that being said, though, there still is potential for all hazards. We do have a 5% chance for tornadoes later today. So within a 25-mile radius of your location, there is a 5% chance that we could get a tornado, within that 25-mile radius, 5% chance. For damaging winds, we do have a 15% chance for damaging winds, 15% chance for wind gusts in the storms that could get up to, 60 to maybe upwards of 70 miles an hour at maximum. And we do have a 5% chance for hail. The possibility here for hail 1 to 2 inches in diameter, basically. You're welcome, Brandy. No problem. Looks to be dying down for the night. I hope so. But that risk is still in place, and, all hazards are still a concern. So we're just here if things do happen, I just want to be here for at least a while longer because, we still have that potential for everything. I hate to say it, but, because the valid outlook, we still do have most of that moderate risk is over with, actually. At this point, yeah, the moderate risk is, I know it's still here, but the line of storms is now east of pretty much the moderate here. The line's roughly somewhere right there. So, yeah, we should be dwindling down a bit, as that line does go into those lower risks. So, yeah, but we'll keep a close eye on it. Oh, they updated the Panama City severe thunderstorm warning to now include potentially quarter-size hail. Expires in an hour and 11 minutes. That's going to be in there for a while. Still 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, too. Let's see here. Cody says, what time will the worst of it hit Hazelhurst? Hazelhurst. It's still going to be a little bit before it gets there. According to HRRR, that line of storms could be out there late morning. This is kind of right around 9, 10 a.m. or so. Take that with a grain of salt because, you can kind of see there still is some popcorn cells ahead of that line there, so you could get some earlier, but the main line will be hitting you right around 9 or 10, roughly. Take that with a grain of salt, though, like I said. Let's see here. Let's see here. Is it Myra? Saying, in Augusta, Georgia, do I think I can sleep? I'm really paranoid. I haven't gone to sleep in the last 24 hours. Let me look. Augusta, Georgia. Oh, okay. So Augusta, we still do have that threat. The storm is going to be approaching Augusta here. Yeah, you're still. I would still keep an eye on it. You can try to get some sleep. Just make sure you have a way to receive the warnings. If a warning gets issued, make sure you have something that'll alarm, like a weather radio or, your phone, have that set up. Because it looks like those storms will be rolling through maybe right around like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning here. Should be out before noon. So yeah, you can see according to HRRR, we still could get some pretty strong storms out there. So yeah, keep an eye on it, my friend. I would, but just if you go to sleep, just make sure you have a way to receive warnings. Okay. How's it looking for the Tifton County, Georgia area? Is this out by, I guess, Tifton here? So, yeah, you guys, as of now, out by Tifton, let me go ahead and bring up the outlook here. So, yeah, Tifton, actually, you guys are in that level. You're right on the level right between a level 3 and a level 2. It's hard to tell specifically, but we still do have that tornadic potential, at least a 5%. Let's see, 15% for wind and 5% for hail. So, and you're going to be getting your storms here within the next couple of hours. It looks like a lot of that line hits you right around maybe 7, 8 a.m. roughly. Just take that with a grain of salt, though. Storm Chase said, what about Statesboro, Georgia? Let's pull up Statesboro. Okay. So it looks like you might be getting your line around noon. And Statesboro is in a level 2 threat. That is a slight risk for severe weather. That is a 5% chance for tornadoes within a 25-mile radius of you. A 15% chance out there for damaging winds here between 60 to 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, we have a 5% chance for hail overall. Nope, no big storms heading to Texas right now. This is east of Texas. Let's see here. Just lost power a little north of Asheville. Ooh, Kathleen, stay safe out there, my friend. Let's see here. She says, hello, what's it looking like for Decatur County? Georgia. Gotcha. Let me look. You, my friend. Okay, so we do have a bit of activity on the. Let's actually bring up the current radar here real quickly. Reflectivity. Bring up Tallahassee radar. So, if we hop our way over here, back to the radar, you can see that here, just to your west, we do have a bit of storm activity popping off. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning, like we mentioned, out by Panama City, which we actually do have reports of 40-mile-an-hour winds nearly being reported. So, yeah, we definitely need you to keep an eye out there for it, because we could still get some strong to severe storms. We cannot rule out tornadic activity still, because this region here is, in the valid outlook here, we still are in a enhanced risk, a level 3 severe weather threat. So that is that puts you in the 10% chance for tornadoes, a 30% chance for damaging wind gusts, possibly 70 miles an hour or greater. And in terms of hail, we do have a 15% chance. That's out of the valid outlook from 1 Zulu to 12 Zulu UTC. Right now it's pretty much 8 Zulu UTC. Oh, there we go. That is for Baldwin, Hancock, and Putnam County, Georgia. We got a new tornado warning. New tornado warning. There it is. There it is. Alrighty. Cody says, thank you, man. You've always answered my questions pretty fast. Thanks, buddy. Keep it up. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yep, so there we go. We got a tornado warning, y'all, up here in Georgia. This is out by Sparta. See here, Culverton area. Top to velocity here. Okay, yeah, they put one on kind of that northern part. See how it's kind of bowing here? Y'all see that? So sometimes on these northern bows, we can get a little bit of rotation, a little bit of a couplet that develops on that northern part of the bow. So that makes sense why they warned that. So heads up to you guys out there by, is that Deverlux? I have no idea how you say that one. Out by Sparta, Culverton area. It's a radar indicated threat, means that radar's picked up rotation here. So, yeah, got to watch out for that little area there. How's it looking for the Carolinas? So ashes later today. We got to keep an eye out there for there's, for tornadoes, large hail, and damaging winds. Main concern for the Carolinas is going to be damaging winds following tornadic probability. Hail is going to be relatively a low-end threat, but anyways, let's see here. Ice Cream says, what's up, Andrew? Hope you're doing good, man. Florence, Alabama was active yesterday. I took the mattress down in the basement with me. Since I didn't have a helmet, I was watching the weather on the big TV. Gotcha. Lightning hit my house and knocked off the power while there was sirens going off. Dang, dude. Glad to see you're okay, though, man. Wow. Penny says, I was just going to say, that was very quick. Gotcha. Polly says, hi, what are we looking at for Marietta? Mariette, Georgia? Sorry, it's late, y'all. My brain is 10% there. Let me just pull up Georgia. Here we go. Marietta, Georgia. Alrighty. So, yeah, this area here is actually good because here's where the line's at. Let me go ahead and bring up the current radar again. Yeah, so you're in the stable air mass. So things have actually... Polly, you're good. Polly, you're good. The line is now past you, and that was the concern, was the line. Let's see here. What about North Carolina, Forest City in Rutherford, please? Yeah, I got you, man. Forest City. Okay, so you guys are in that out there by Forest City. We have that level 2 threat. Yep, so you're in that slight risk here. That gives you a 5% chance for tornadoes, a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts between 60 and 70 miles an hour, and also a 5% chance out there for hail between 1 to 2 inches in diameter. So, let's see here. Please stay alive as long as possible. I'm trying, my friend. I'm trying. I've been up all day as well, for the most part. I mean, I did get a little nap in, but I've been just focusing on nighttime coverages. But I'll try my best, my friend. I'll try my best. I would be lying if I said I wasn't tired, which I am, but I'm just going to keep pushing. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm glad you're okay, Ice Cream. That's crazy, man. Polly says, thanks so much. No problem, Polly. No problem at all. You're welcome. All right, let's hop back to that tornado warning, y'all. So we do got a tornado warning in effect for Crooked Creek. This is up in kind of east central Georgia. For Crooked Creek, including Sparta. This also includes Sandy Run. Out there by Howell Grove. This includes Mount Zion and Springfield. So, heads up to you guys. We do have that that tornado warning in effect. That is a radar indicated threat, which means that as of now, radar's picked up rotation. There's no confirmation of any confirmed tornado yet, but confirmed or not, we still need to be in our shelters. So, heads up to y'all. Yeah, no debris signatures. No detections yet, but just radar indicated. So make sure you guys are in your safe spots. If y'all have a basement or a storm cellar, get there now. If you do not, go to the central interior portion on the lowest floor of your home. And go towards, a good place to go in the interior portion of your home would be like a closet or a bathroom. So, is Locust Grove safe? Let me look at Locust Grove, and we'll see what's going on out there. Georgia. Here we go. So, Locust Grove is good. Yeah, so you can see the line is already east of you. So, there's Locust Grove. The line is to your east, so you're good. You're good. Yeah, the threat's over with for you. Renita coming in with a $5 donation. Thank you so much, Renita. I appreciate your support. Thank you for that. Saying, Andrew, the Weather Channel says my warning ends at 4. It still looks like a mess. Can I please check the line for me? Yes, I got you. Okay, so, Renita, yeah, you and Macon, you are, honestly, the worst of it is rolling through right now. Renita, whenever this rolls through, after this is over, which you're kind of pulling out of it now, this is going to be it. This is going to be it. So, hang in there for a little bit longer. Honestly, Renita, you kind of went through the worst of it, to be honest. Still a little bit of moderate precipitation out there, it looks like. Still probably pretty gusty. But once you get on the back side of this line that you're going through right now, It's going to clear up, and you're going to be good to go. Let's see here. Thank you for keeping us company. I have phobia of storms like this. Your voice helps draw down the wind and rain. Your calmness helps. You're very welcome, my friend. One thing I can suggest is try jamming out to some music. Hopefully it'll help kind of roll out that noise of the rain and the winds and stuff. But just make sure you have a way to receive warnings, though. That's all I would say. It's just, know if a warning is there. But just a suggestion, might help. But you're very welcome. Glad to be here for you. I know all the weather streamers are absolutely exhausted. Bless all y'all for the work you do. You guys are literally out here saving lives. I appreciate it, Jessica. Yeah, it's hard work, man. It really is. People don't understand how hard it is to sit here and stream. It sounds like an easy job, but let me tell you, it is not. It's exhausting, not physically, but mentally. So, because, you got to constantly be like, okay, what am I going to say? What am I going to do? And you got to be mentally prepared to, keep zooming different areas and stuff. It's a lot. It's a lot. But you're very welcome, my friend. Is the worst over for Flag Pond, Tennessee? Yeah, so the worst of it is already over for all of Tennessee. So we still do have a little bit of a risk here. There still could be some storms out in this area. So if we take a look at the outlook, let's see here. Later on, we'll go to the outlook. So we are in that little marginal risk here. That has a, let's see, that's a 2. Actually, you're just outside of that. So yeah, just a little marginal risk out there for some gusty winds, and that's about it. Yeah, there could be some storms rolling through later this morning. We take a look back at the HRRR. You can see that we could, on the back side of this line, could get some storms here. This is a 10 Zulu. This is about 2 hours or so. HRRR also does suggest maybe another little bit of storms sometime in the afternoon. So, how's it looking for Reddick, Florida? Let me look. Reddick, Florida. Gotcha. So you, my friend, we do have a severe weather risk. You are in the slight risk, the level 2 threat. Ooh, they pushed that south. I'm almost in that now. Dang. So, yeah, you're in a level 2 threat, my friend. That gives you a 5% chance for tornadoes. Okay, so there's a 5% chance for tornadoes within a 25-mile radius of your location. 5% chance. 15% chance for damaging wind gusts between 60 to 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, we do have a 5% chance for hail, between 1 to 2 inches in diameter overall. So that's that. That is that. So yeah, it'll still be a while, though, before those storms do get out there. Do you think I can go to bed in Greenwood, South Carolina? I want to make sure before I do. Let me look. Greenwood, South Carolina. Okay, so yeah, it just looks like a bit of moderate rainfall to your west. Honestly, you should be good. The risk is still there, though. So there is still potential for severe weather. Take a look back at the valid outlook here. So you're still in the slight risk out there. That's still a 5% chance for tornadoes, a 15% chance for winds, and a 5% chance for hail. But, like we mentioned here, there's really not a lot of activity going on in these regions here. It's been pretty quiet, knock on wood, for a lot of these regions here, up in, northern Georgia and, but there still is potential that those storms could strengthen by the time they reach you. What I would tell you is make sure you have a way to receive warnings. Okay. So, like a weather radio, if you have one, turn it on. Most phones, like I said, do relay tornado warnings and stuff. So as long as you have a way to receive warnings, then yeah. Let's see here. Penny says, I would definitely appreciate, for all you live weathermen do. Thank you. I appreciate that, Penny, and you're very welcome. I'm glad to be here for y'all. I care about you guys. Can't thank you enough. I felt like my camper was gonna flip. Bless you. I can never thank you enough. You're good, my friend. Like I said, I'm glad it didn't, but I'm glad to help out, my friend. No problem. All right, Penny, I got you. Let's take a look at Penny real quickly. This is in South Carolina. Okay, so yeah. So it's still going to be a little bit before the main line of storms gets there. Still several hours from now. Yeah, so we'll still keep an eye out there for it later on this morning. As of now, regarding that outlook, you are still in that level 2 threat for severe weather. That's a 5% tornado risk here, 15% wind risk, and a 5% hail. Winds can get between 60, maybe upwards of 70 miles an hour overall, and that's that. See here, Finn coming in with a $5 donation. Finn, I appreciate that so much, man. Hold on a minute. I got to pull this up real quickly. I did not get a chance to read all that. Finn, thank you for the $5. Also, Renita coming at the 5. Guys, thank you so much. Y'all did not have to do that. Here, hold on a minute. Let me go ahead and pull this up real quickly so I can see what it says. I really appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much. Here we go. I got it up here now. All right. So Finn says, watching your channel helps calm me as thunder sounds. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Finn, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Thank you. Renita, thank you for the 5. Saying thank you so much. You're the best. Right back at you, Renita. Thank you. Guys, really, thank you for the help. I appreciate y'all very, very much. Y'all are awesome. Connor says, thanks so much for all you do. You're very welcome, guys. What about Columbia, South Carolina? Thank you so much for the information. We haven't had a lot of reporting in here on this here, but we already had a tornado warning the last week. Oh, yeah. Let me pull up Columbia, South Carolina. So later today, yeah, you are in the risk here for severe weather. It's still several hours away from that line hitting you. That puts you in a 5% chance of getting a tornado. So within a 25-mile radius around you in Columbia, there is a 5% chance of seeing a tornado within a 25-mile radius of you. So we do have ourselves also a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts, which, potential wind gusts could get in within the range of 60, maybe to 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, we do have a 5% hail risk here overall. We do have a 5% hail risk here. So there is going to be potential for hail between 1 to 2 inches in diameter overall. Let's see here. But yeah, that'll be a little bit before that line does get there. Let me actually pull up HRRR real quickly. Let's look at that model. Pull up HRRR, the HER model, and see what we got going on here. So yeah, it looks like that line will be there right around maybe anywhere from 7 to 10 a.m. roughly. Just an estimate on timing, though. Do I see any concerning things on the radar for Byron, Georgia? Let me pull up Byron, Georgia area. So we do have that line that's rolling through. This is mostly just straight line winds that we're kind of seeing here. But let me pull up radar, so it'll be good to check anyways. So actually, yeah, you're kind of on the back side of that. Yeah, so you can kind of see this is just mostly straight line winds out there. But yeah, you're kind of on the... You're on the backside. You're actually pulling away from the storm here at this point. So, honestly, yeah, you look pretty good. You look pretty good. Once this is out, this is your last threat pretty much. So, I think you're good to go. Just stay indoors for a little bit longer, away from windows. Let's see here. Penny says, how do you donate? So, we have a couple ways of donating, but you guys don't have to. We have a Venmo. It's pinned in our chat. Our Venmo is at NWW116. We have a Cash App, which is Andrew13155. There's a little dollar icon in the bottom right. But like I said, you guys don't have to do that. But if you do, I really appreciate it. That's how you do it. But like I said, y'all don't have to. Y'all just being here and being weather aware, that's all I care about, man. That's all I care about. But it does help out a ton. So thank you for the people who do. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Good morning, Chrissy. Hope you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. Let's see here. I'm not a weather geek, but ever since I moved to Alabama and studied about 2011, that's why I keep my eye out, because I know anything's possible with Mother Nature. Yeah, nature is beautiful and crazy. Beautiful and crazy at the same time, yeah, for sure. But like I said, whatever Mother Nature throws at us this year, whenever, we'll be sure to cover it. I mean, whether it's rain or shine, hurricane or tornado, I mean, we cover everything from severe weather to hurricanes to blizzards. I mean, like I said, I got y'all's back. Don't worry. We got you. Like I said, I like to do night coverage more. For people, obviously, a lot of these streamers do daytime coverage, which is awesome. I'm glad they do, because it helps get the awareness out there and helps people out. But like I mentioned, there's not really many people who stream at night, and I feel like nighttime is like the most vulnerable time for severe weather, because people are sleeping and you can't see nothing. So that's why I try to cover nighttime, to be there for people, also to give people company at night, because a lot of people are usually asleep. So I hope I can help you guys out. So I try my best here, man. I do. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that, by the way, in the comments. What about Lexington, Georgia? Got you, Brian. Let me take a look at that real quick. Lexington, Georgia. Okay, so yeah, you're just kind of getting some moderate precipitation. To be fair, I think a lot of your threat is over with, Brian. Yeah, this is kind of what you're dealing with here. There's nothing severe on this, and once this little blob goes through you, blob of crap vection, I call it, once that goes out of there, then you should be pretty good. Honestly, Brian, I think a lot of your threat is good. Pretty much over, I should say. I think you're pretty much good. What about Belton, South Carolina? Okay, so we're getting a bit of moderate precipitation. We still got to watch over the next couple hours as that line, could strengthen by the time it gets there. Your area is in a level 2 severe weather threat, which gives you a 5% chance for tornadoes. So basically, overall, within a 25-mile radius of your location, there is a 5% chance of a tornado dropping. In terms of damaging winds, we do have a 15% chance out there for damaging wind gusts, between 60 to upwards of 70 miles an hour in that level 2 threat, and then a little 5% chance for hail overall. So that's that. Penny coming in with a $10 super chat. Penny, thank you so much for that. That is really, really nice of you, my friend. Y'all in chat, please give Penny a big thank you for the support, saying you are really on when hold on, what? You are really on it when you are watching where it's all at. We appreciate you. Penny, thank you so much. I appreciate that, 10. Dude, that means a lot to me. Penny, thank you for the support. Y'all, please give Penny a big thank you in the chat. I appreciate that, my friend. Big shout out goes to you, Penny. Thank you for the support. It helps me out a ton. Helps pay for my programs too, so thank you so much. I appreciate that. Should I be scared for tornadoes in 5%? So a 5% chance is still a relatively low tornado risk. I mean, the odds of you seeing a tornado is very unlikely still. But just be ready to take action if a tornado warning gets issued for you. So if you get in a warning, be sure to, obviously, know where to go. So if you have a basement, a storm cellar, that would be your option. That's where you want to go. But if not, go to the central interior portion of your home on the lowest floor, such as a bathroom or a closet would be good. So just be alert, because there could be some tornadoes in the area. But anyways, so yeah, that's that. But so yeah, I wouldn't be scared of it, honestly. Just be weather aware, and if a warning gets issued, then go to your safe spot, okay? Bob says, just subscribe. Thank you, Bob. Appreciate it. Saying thanks for all your hard work and helping people through this scary time. You're welcome, Bob. Sorry, my English and my grammar isn't really here. It's 4 a.m., man. I'm whooped. But anyways, let's see here. Kuro says, or Kuro, I don't know how you say your name, says, I just want to say thank you for covering Central Georgia. Most people usually enter live before it hits my area. So I'm pretty much blind to what's going on, and so I'm really grateful for you tonight. You're very welcome, my friend. I'm glad to help. Glad to help. What about Gas City, Indiana? Going through anything bad? No, so Indiana is actually out of the risk completely. I mean, I'll go ahead and pull up Indiana and show you. Yeah, so you guys are good. The threat is finally out of there. We have a little bit of moderate precipitation, really not much going on. But you guys are out of that risk. And if we hop back to the valid outlook here, you can see that, we do have a generalized thunderstorm risk, which means, a couple booms of thunder can't be ruled out. But nothing severe. So you're good. You're good, Bella. Nothing you got to worry about. You're the only stream up right now. I'm sure everyone is thankful for your sacrifice of service, breath. I appreciate it, my friend. I do. Like I said, y'all, I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to help out. And I will when I can. Like I said, I'm usually the night shift guy. So, y'all can count on me whenever nighttime severe weather occurs, because I'll be here for you. I'm glad to help out, though. I'm just glad to be here and help out. If there's any possibility of me helping save lives, I'm going to do it, and I'm just happy to be here for y'all. I really am. Plus, I love y'all's company, too. I ain't going to lie. Let's see here. Hey, buddy, do your channel. Let's see here. Love what you do. Nocturnal tornadoes are scary, and to see you doing this is amazing. I'm in Aberdeen, Ohio. I'm an hour from Cincinnati, Ohio. Just wonder what my risk is. Gotcha. So out there in Ohio, we do have a little line of storms developing later on. Let me go ahead and bring up your area here. So for you, my friend, wait, hold on, is this right? Are you down here towards, hold on, Aberdeen, Ohio, an hour from, Cincinnati. I was thinking Cleveland for some reason. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, when it comes to your area here, actually you're just on the outside of that risk. To be quite fair, I think you're pretty much done with everything. Let's take a look at the future radar back at HRRR here. So you can kind of see here for the next several hours, we're going to be getting, on and off rain and whatnot. Could get some storms sometime in the later morning. But to be fair, honestly, I think, your threat's over with, my friend. You're good to go. You're welcome, Bella, no problem. Kathleen says, question, in my opinion, what the best average quote-unquote average person's free weather app to use? Not a sponsor or anything, but I used to use a radar. What was it? My Radar. Years and years ago before I studied meteorology. So I would recommend that, but like I said, not sponsor or anything. But yeah, check out My Radar, I guess. Maybe, if you want to. That's for people who, like I said, don't know how to read like velocity or whatnot, just for a simple radar view. Like, oh look, there's a storm there. That My Radar would be a good choice, I guess. If you want something a little more powerful, radar scope on your phone that's where you can look at like velocity and stuff. Let's see here. Thank goodness you're live. I'm so stressed. My girl is in Thomasville, Georgia. We got this, my friend. I understand. It's a little worrisome, but you know what? We're here for you. Let me check on her for you, my friend. Let's see here. Up here in Georgia. Okay, so yeah, so the line is still yet to hit those areas here by Thomasville. We are still in that level 3 out there, I believe. See, it's kind of hard to tell because SPC's website here. We don't have the current valid outlook available on this program, sadly, but just kind of eyeball it here. But yeah, they're right next to that enhanced and that level 2 threat. I don't see any immediate danger right now. I mean, even the storms that are currently severe are not for tornadoes at the moment. They're just for, mostly just gusty winds and stuff. So, with that being said, I mean, honestly, yeah, I mean, keep checking up on her. There is going to be potential for severe weather, but to be fair, at the moment, I don't see any immediate danger for her. So, let's see here. What about Crawfordville, Florida? Let's see here. Crawfordville, Florida. You, my friend. Okay, so actually, yeah, Tallahassee's in that level 3 threat. So there's a little bit of severe weather to the west of you. That line will be, it's moving eastward, so it'll be there in the next couple of hours. So that puts you, my friend, in a level 3 severe weather threat, which that is a 10% tornado risk here 30% wind risk for some gusts between 60, maybe upwards of 70 miles an hour, and potential for hail, mostly between 1 to 2 inches in diameter is possible. See, wow, thanks, buddy. You're a trooper. Once I get paid, I'll send you $100. No, you don't got to do that, man. You don't got to do that. Seriously. Like I said, I'm just happy to help, dude. You don't have to send me that. But seriously, I appreciate it though. But yeah, you don't got to do all that, man. See, I'm in Perry, Georgia. There is a lot of thunder and lightning and rain. Do I think that there'll be tornadoes? Let me pull up Perry, Georgia. Hold up, I got you. Perry, Georgia. Okay, so you are actually in a severe thunderstorm warning. But I got good news. Actually, you're almost out of the storm, though. So you're right in here. Here's the beginning of the storm. The storm's moving this way. So yeah, you can imagine this is getting ready to roll out of your area. So you're actually in the warning there for potential of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here. So stay indoors away from windows if you could. You don't want to be near windows during lightning and stuff and some strong winds. But honestly, yeah, you're getting ready to roll out of it. It's getting ready to calm down for you. So that's good. It'll clear up here soon. What about Forest City, North Carolina? Let's see here. Forest City, North Carolina. You, my friend. Yeah, you just got some moderate rain. This is nothing severe, my friend, right now. But later today, we could get some stronger storms within the next, 5 or 6 hours or so. We could get some stronger storms once that line goes over there. But this stuff is not a problem, so don't worry about this stuff. You're good. It's just, like I said, it's literally just some moderate rainfall. See, thanks for sacrificing sleep to help everyone out. How does the forecast for Tallahassee look? Let's see here, but you're very welcome. Y'all are very, very welcome. Glad to be here. So for Tallahassee, yeah, actually we have a level 3 threat in Tallahassee. The line is to the west. We do have a couple of, severe storms rolling through there. To your west. For Tallahassee, hopping back to the valid outlook here for severe weather, we are in a level 3. This is that enhanced risk. So Tallahassee is in that level 3 threat. That is a 10% chance for tornadoes, which I hate to say it, but there is that hatch risk there. Shows that there could be a few strong ones too. We do have ourselves a 30% chance for damaging wind gusts. But there's potential for winds mostly between 60 to 70 miles an hour in terms of maximum wind gusts. And in terms of hail, we have a 5% chance for hail. Potential for some hail between 1 to 2 inches in diameter overall. Sorry for asking again, but it seems like the storm's picking up here in Byron, Georgia. What time does the radar say it'll be out of Byron? Let me look. I'll pull up the models here for you. Byron, Georgia. Oh, you know what? Honestly, I don't even need to, because yeah, it's just a little bit of like pockets of moderate rainfall behind the main line of convection. So you've already seen the worst of it. You're good. There's no more severity on this. You're just going to see, a bit of, rain, light at times, maybe a little bit moderate at times, but this will be out here within the next several hours here. I mean, yeah, but the main threat, there's no longer a threat for you, so you're good. What is my thoughts on Tifton, Georgia? Wait a minute. Tifton, Georgia. Isn't that? Okay. Okay, so Tifton. So, yeah, we're still ahead of the line. So, the line is still yet to come here. I need you to keep an eye on it because, as we approach our way within the next couple of hours here. Let me actually hop down to the south real quickly. You can see that we do, get that line of storms going through. There still could be some strong to severe storms on it. Still potentially some, I hate to say it, a couple of tornadoes can't be ruled out still. And, of course, maybe some gusty winds as well. So that is that. So that'll be happening within the next couple of hours. Let's see here. This will be much weaker, but still fairly strong than Friday and Saturday, right? Yes, this will not be as bad as Friday or Saturday. So Friday we had a level 4 out of 5 severe weather risk. Yesterday we had a level 5 out of 5 maximum risk. Today, later this afternoon and evening, we have a level 2 out of 5. The only thing is that the level 2 is big. It is a big area. So you can see the level 2 is in the yellow here. It goes all the way from pretty much central Florida. Yeah, central Florida all the way up into the Great Lakes region out there by western New York State, northwestern Pennsylvania, and northeast Ohio. So the risk is not as significant, or not as strong, but still is a lot of areas in that potential. I still consider a level 2 in that yellow there a decent severe weather threat. So by no means should you let your guard down. We still need to be weather aware out there because all hazards is still on the table. So, let's see here. What is Augusta, Georgia, looking at getting? Let me pull up Augusta again here. We have a lot of people in Augusta, I tell you. All right, so Augusta, we have, so later on today, we have that level 2 threats here. So that puts you in a 2% chance for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius of you, there's a 2% chance of a tornado happening. There is a 15% chance for damaging winds here. So there is potential here for some damaging wind gusts here, 15% chance of winds between 60 and 70 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, we do have ourselves a 5% chance for hail, potentially ranging between 1 to 2 inches in diameter overall. Flower Girl says, how is Weaverville, North Carolina looking? Let me look. You, my friend, are... Okay, so there's really not a whole lot going on now. We do have a bit of light moderate precipitation. These are not severe storms, by the way. These are just normal rain showers. Could be pretty moderate at times. And, honestly, don't be surprised if you hear some rumbles of thunder, because there is a little bit of instability in these. But later on today, though, within the next several hours, later this morning, you can see, for now, you're kind of just getting, a little bit of showers and stuff out here. But we could, get that line... It could, get a little bit more heavier. Hold on a minute. Actually, this is right about now. Sorry, this was a little bit behind. So, yeah, no, this within the next couple of hours, yeah, you could be getting some activity there. Honestly, like I mentioned, though, there's really nothing severe in this right now. I don't see any big problems at the moment. See, I know you're very tired, and I can't thank you enough. See, you're so calm, and it helps me to watch you. Thank you so much. You're very welcome, my friend. No problem. Let's see here. Nomad says, I know it's not for the current system, but what are my thoughts on the Northeast Ohio later this morning, afternoon? That 5% tornado has me slightly worried. So, yeah, there is that QLCS, which is a fancy word for just a long line of storms. So yeah, we will be getting this other line developing. So right now we just have a bunch of moderate precipitation rolling through. But yeah, later on you can kind of see we do have this line that develops. So a 5% chance is still a relatively low-end tornado threat. But we still need you to be ready in case if a warning gets issued. There is still going to be that possibility. Still is going to be that possibility for... all hazards, actually, except for hail. Yeah, just between damaging winds and tornadoes. So we do got to keep an eye on it. A couple of tornadoes can't be ruled out in these regions here. So just have a way to receive warnings, like I mentioned. Yeah, it's very important that you guys do, Anyways. Let's see here. What's the probability we get a tornado in Augusta, Georgia? 2%. 2% chance of a tornado happening within a 25-mile radius of your location. So within a big circle around you, within 25 miles around you, there is a 2% chance that a tornado could drop somewhere in that 25-mile radius. That's a very low threat, by the way. That's not a big threat, no. But still, if just keep an eye on, if you have a way to receive warnings, make sure that you have that enabled. Like if you have a weather radio, make sure it's on. Just a way to receive warnings. That way, if a warning does get issued, then yeah. I don't know much about tornado formation other than they need a supercell to form. So a supercell is just simply a rotating thunderstorm. Not all supercells produce tornadoes. see, 1,011 to 1,015 millibars tornadoes could be favorable. So that is in pressure. It doesn't really matter. The pressure doesn't really matter like that. So 1,011 to 1,015 millibars is kind of average to maybe above, to slightly above average pressure. Which, yeah, the pressure has nothing to do with, really the development of that. Because, I mean, you have these strong storm systems here that, you could have supercells developing in really low pressure. I mean, yeah, the pressure doesn't have anything really to do with that, to be honest. Let's see, southern West Virginia is supposed to be bad now. So, hopping over to West Virginia, we don't really have a lot going on. Just a little bit of light, moderate rainfall heading into the region. Honestly, really not much going on for you guys. Let's see here. What about East Dublin, Georgia? Any tornado threats? Let's see here. Okay, so you're actually in a severe thunderstorm warning here. There is that warning here for the possibility here of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So I do need you to go inside, away from windows. But you're not in any tornado. There's no tornado warning or anything like that. But we still do have that tornado risk. So, keep an eye out there for it. But as of now, your main concern is just for winds. We are talking potential for some wind gusts up to 60 miles an hour in a storm. You're still in that tornado threat, but I don't see any immediate danger regarding that. Let me look at velocity here. Yeah, so as before, this line just looks like this thing here I'm sorry, y'all, it's late. This line of storms here just looks like a straight line wind damage concern with the potential for winds up to 60. Sorry, my grammar's not there, y'all. Like I said, it's almost 5 a.m., or it will be soon. I'm sleep deprived, so I might stumble a little bit. Let's see here. Truck driver here heading from Elkhart, Indiana to Kingston, North Carolina. How's my drive? So you're in Indiana now. So there is no threat for severe weather in Indiana anymore. Kingston, North Carolina, though, your destination. Okay, that's a pretty long drive, man. So Kingston later today does have a risk for severe weather, which is a level 2 threat. So here in the yellow is that level 2 threat here overall, which does go through, Virginia, West Virginia, Ohio. So for your destination, there is a 5% chance for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius, there's a 5% chance of a tornado happening. There is a 15% chance for, damaging wind gusts here to occur, which could be ranging between 60 to 70 miles an hour in maximum wind gusts, and a 5% chance for hail between 1 and 2 inches in diameter. So, let's see here. What's up, Jess? Hope you're doing good. Let's see here. Don't exhaust yourself. Take a break. Get some water. Relax for a little bit. I know, but I just like to be here for you guys, man. I like to be here for y'all just to help out, Yeah, we're about to push 3 hours here. Honestly, at some point I do got to go to bed though, because it's late. It's very late. I've been up all day too yesterday, so not running on much sleep right now. Starting in Bristol, Florida. How long will that last? Okay, so Bristol, Florida. Okay, actually, Bristol's almost in that that severe thunderstorm warning. That's to your west here. So this will be out of Bristol within the next hour or so. If we hop over to the HRRR here, let me take a look at that. It looks like that line should be out by 7 a.m. or so, roughly. Take that with a grain of salt. It is a model, but roughly by 7 it should be out completely. Thanks for the info. No problem. Potato says, what about Grovetown, Georgia? Gotcha. Grovetown, Georgia. You, my friend, are... Okay, so we do have that line that's to your west going through. We have a couple of severe storms to your southwest currently. So, yeah, we do need to keep an eye out there for this line, because there very well could be still the potential out there for, for some storms, perhaps even severe, which, it could strengthen a little bit by the time it reaches you. So we'll keep an eye on it. But as of now, I don't see any immediate danger. I mean, there's no warning or anything like that for you, but you are still in that risk. So we'll keep you informed. Maybe a better question for everyone before you head to bed. Where are people currently at most risk for the next couple of hours? Good question. So right now, the maximum risk here, we have back to the valid outlook. So if we look at the radar currently, you can kind of see where these storms are at. They're kind of cutting through central Georgia here and whatnot. So basically, the moderate's already over, by the way. That's out of here. So the storm line's kind of right in here. So you can kind of see, we still have a little bit of that enhanced risk, a little bit of the slight risk there going on. It's really, the main concern right now is for folks mostly out there by kind of central southern Georgia, I'd say, and the panhandle of Florida. Really for you guys in here is where I would, be on the lookout for the next couple of hours there overall. But then as we progress our way into later today, later on today, we have a lot of areas at risk, all the way from central Florida up into, the Great Lakes region. How's Lakeland, Florida? I'm in Lakeland, Florida, my friend. That's funny. I'm in Lakeland, Florida as well. Yeah, we got a marginal, actually, level 1 threat. We're not far from that level 2, though. But here in Lakeland, I'm also here in Lakeland. It's crazy. So the good news is no tornado threat here for us. That's slightly to our north. We're on the outside of it. We do have a 5% chance for damaging wind gusts, potential for winds, up to 60 miles an hour or so in the storms, and a 5% chance for hail. Just some small hail between 1 and 2 inches in diameter can't be ruled out overall. So. Let's see. Watch them all getting my little sister back to sleep now that the storm is lighting up. Gotcha. Well, yeah. Gotcha. Let me know if you have any more questions. I'm here for y'all. Thanks for the info on Ohio. Thunderstorms don't really bother me. The tornado word gets me going. The T word. Yeah, I got it. I understand. Son says, thank you so much. No problem. Oh, wow. That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. Man, oh, man. Give me my sunshine back. This is not Florida weather. Yeah, I agree. It's going to be storm season here soon, though, We'll be getting our daily 2-3 p.m. thunderstorms. Honestly, I miss those. I ain't going to lie. But as long as it ain't these severe storms, Normal storms, I don't mind at all. But damaging severe weather, I don't like. What about Ohio for Trumbull County? Let me pull this up real quickly. Trumbull... Wait, that's Grove. Wait, hold on. What? Hold on. Trumbull County. I don't know why that didn't copy. Trumbull County, Ohio. Here we go. Okay, so your risk here for later today, this is going to be later on this morning, you are in a 5% chance for tornadoes. So within a 25-mile radius around you, there is a 5% chance of a tornado happening somewhere within that radius. In terms of damaging winds, we have a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts here. Some wind gusts between 60 to 70 miles an hour on the peak of these storms could be possible. And overall, we do have ourselves no hail threat overall. Will this weather bring in a cold front? It's been too hot, too early. So the thing is that this line of storms is on a cold front. So basically, go ahead and draw this. So we have ourselves an area of low pressure, drawing up some warm air ahead of everything, and then behind it there's a drier, more cooler air mass on the backside. But is it going to be significant for us? I don't. It's going to cool down a little bit, yes, of course, but. You can see it. It will be definitely cooling things down a bit. For today, it's going to be a little warm out there. We're going to be getting some upper 80s, but tomorrow night it'll be dropping in the 50s, and it won't get up any higher than mid 60s here for Monday. So to answer your question, yes, and there will be a cool down with it. Let's see here. Jess says, thanks, Andrew. No problem. Let's see here. I was about to finally go to sleep in cassette was it Caseta, Georgia, but the thunder just started again. Is it safe to go to bed? Let me see. Georgia. Okay, so we do. Yeah, you're good. You're good. We do have a few little storms to your south. You can see. So you're right here. These storms are just below you, and these guys are going this way. So they're skimming you. You're good. Don't worry about it. Yeah, you're just hearing some distant thunder from the storm that's near you, but that storm is just gonna pass here. I mean, if you look at the radar, you can see it's going away from you. So you're right here, and you know, these guys are trailing up here to the northeast here. But the whole system's moving eastward, but the storms are moving northeast. So you're good. You're good. Don't worry about it. You can go to bed. Let's see here. What about Erie, Pennsylvania? Gotcha. Let me go and pull this up real quickly. Pennsylvania. All right. So, yeah, we do have a risk out here today, actually. Yep, you're in a level 2, my friend. So that puts you in a 5% chance for a tornado. So within a 25-mile radius of your location, there's a 5% chance for tornadoes. There's a 15% chance for damaging wind gusts. You know, between 60 to 70 miles an hour is possible. In terms of hail, there is no hail threat. So yeah, later today, an isolated tornado or two cannot be ruled out in the area. Same thing for some gusty winds in general. So. Let's see here. My son just moved from French Lick, Orange County, Indiana. He's staying at a friend's property in a small trailer. Should I be let's see here. French Lick, Orange County. Is it so that's Indiana, right? Indiana's out of the threat completely. So you guys in Indiana are good. Yeah, don't worry about it. This now is just a threat for areas you know, in the far east. So yeah, Indiana's good though. Yeah, a couple of thunderstorms are still possible for portions of Indiana. I mean, if we hop over here, you can see we have a little bit of showers and thunder showers and stuff, you know, possibly going on. But yeah, those are not a problem. Let's see here. I'm from Northwest Ohio. It was 80 degrees yesterday. Now it's supposed to be a high of 48. It's crazy. Yeah, it's that cooler air, that cooler and drier air mass on the backside of that cold front that does that. Like I said, these storm systems, they're pretty crazy. I mean, earlier we had an area of low pressure over the central, you know, the beginning of this event here. You know, with that cold front, and what that essentially did was, you know, so these guys spin counterclockwise in the northern hemisphere, so that's actually drawing up moisture and warmth from the Gulf, you know, shooting that up into the country, warming things up. And then, of course, on the backside, we get cooler, more drier air that gets pulled down from up north. So up north is cooler, you know, because of less or more indirect sunlight. Things are a little bit cooler and whatnot. So it actually brings down the air from up north, and, you know, and brings it into the regions further south and cools it down a bit. So, you know, you got that warm air pulling up, warming things up. Once that system rolls through, the cold air coming down goes over you. So, you know, that's why you notice such a crazy temperature shift. It's because, you know, that's kind of how those storm systems work here. Okay, we got 3 severe thunderstorm warnings here, all for 60-mile-an-hour winds, and the 2 bottom ones in southwest Georgia and Panhandle, Florida, have quarter-size hail potential on them too. But hopefully that makes sense to you guys. To be fair, y'all, I probably should head off here soon. We're hitting 3 hours now, actually, for the stream. But I hate to do this, man, but I think we probably should get going here soon. Let's see here. No way, dude. Gabriel coming in with a $15 Cash App donation. Gabriel, dude, thank you so much, saying for early morning forecast. Dude, Gabriel coming in with a $15 Cash App donation. You did not have to do that, dude. Thank you so much, man. Big shout out goes to you, Gabriel. Thank you. Seriously, dude. If there's anything I can do for you, let me know, okay? I really appreciate that, dude. Thanks for the 15. That's really sweet of you, man. I appreciate that. Helps me out a ton, too, you know? Helps contribute, you know, to helping me afford these programs. So I appreciate it. Thank you so much, my friend. Very, very nice of you. You definitely didn't have to do that. See, get some rest, man. You've done enough. I know. But it just hates me. You know, I'd love to be here during the entire event, but it just sucks. I wish I had, like, unlimited energy. That would be nice. That would be nice. Oh, my gosh. The Jessica coming in with a $10 super chat. Y'all, thank you so much for your support, dude. Y'all don't have to do that. Saying we're out of the worst, and I'm headed to bed. Thank you, Andrew. You're very welcome. Jessica, thank you for the 10. You did not have to do that either. Thank you so much. That is really sweet. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for the support, guys. It helps me out a ton. It really does. So, big thank you, guys. Gabriel, Jessica, thank you so much for the support, y'all. Y'all are awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah, just know you guys don't have to do that. But it is certainly appreciated. All right, so Macon area. So Renita, I don't know if you're still here or not. You're completely gone out of the threat now, so you're good. You can go to sleep. I know you were a little bit worried about those storms, but you are good to go. This line of storms is still pretty strong, getting ready to head in there towards Dublin, Georgia. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning for the next basically half hour for the possibility of 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts here overall, and possibly up to penny-size hail out there. We do get some pretty strong storms, though, still in central Georgia. Also, the panhandle of Florida. Got a little bit of activity going on out here. Like I mentioned, kind of a lot of multicellular thunderstorms here out there towards the Panama City area. Let's see here. Let's see here. Day 3. Day 3, we have a little marginal risk here for severe weather. Just a little level 1 threat. Nothing really too crazy. Yeah. Iowa and eastern Nebraska, we got a level 1 severe weather threat on Tuesday. Forecast reached 500. That's pretty low instability. Yeah, I don't think it won't need coverage. It's not that significant. So, ain't nothing to compare to what we went through already. If a tornado watch gets issued for my area later, what should I do? I live in a mobile home. So, know the difference between a watch and a warning. A watch means that, the conditions are in place. The conditions are right for tornadic activity and severe weather. A tornado warning means that there is an immediate danger of a tornado in your area. So a watch means possible. Warning means imminent. So if a watch gets issued, honestly, what I would recommend, for people in trailers and stuff like that, I would recommend that, during days of severe weather, maybe go spend, time with a friend, family, somebody in a more sturdier structure, because, severe weather with mobile homes is not really a good thing. I would recommend going somewhere else, especially if a warning gets issued, go somewhere else. Don't stay at your trailer. Especially tornado warnings. Severe thunderstorm warnings, a lot of trailers are actually able to withstand. 60, 70 mile an hour winds are okay. They're not good, but relatively fine. But because there is trailers are meant to withstand at least 70 mile an hour winds, but tornadoes, yeah, not really. But a watch means conditions are possible, or conditions are there for tornadic development, and a tornado warning means it's imminent. So, anyways, let's see here. Jess says, "Be safe, Andrew. Thanks again. No problem. No problem." Let's see here. No booking. Spin up tornado capability right now. Correct? Huh? We still have that threat for tornadic activity right now, but as of now, there is no activity going on. No tornadoes going on here. No way, dude. No way. Kuru in the chat just donated $15 on Cash App as well. I'm just going to call you Kuru. I hope you don't mind. Thank you so much for that, my friend. You did not have to do that. Big shout out goes to Kuru. Thank you so much for the support. Dude, you guys are awesome. Thank you all. Y'all really have helped me out a lot. I can't thank you guys more than enough. Kuru, thank you so much for that. That's really sweet of you. That's really sweet of you. I appreciate that very, very much. Big shout out goes to you, my friend. Thank you. Yeah, y'all are very sweet. I appreciate it. Really thankful for you guys. But I have good news. Good news is that, the main threat's over with, guys. We, obviously we still have today's big slight risk to go through, which, it's going to be potential for all hazards again, but, it's no high risk, so it's good. But we got through the worst of it. The big moderate we had on Friday, the big high risk that we had yesterday, and, like we mentioned later today, we do have this big slight risk here, but, the worst of it is behind us. The worst of it is behind us, so. There's a debris ball near my grandma's place around midnight. Ooh, check up on your grandma, dude. Check up on your grandma. Hopefully she's okay, dude. That's. Let's see here. Yeah, once again, everybody, thank you so much for your support. Kuru says it's the least I can do. It really helped me with my anxiety, and I'm going to bed. I hope you have a good night. And once again, thank you so much for the storm coverage. You're very welcome, my friend. Thank you once again for that support. You did not have to do that. You did not have to do that here. Let's see. Brittany says, I sent $5 to PayPal. Thanks for all you do. Really? You did? I didn't get a notification. Let me check. But thank you, Brittany. I appreciate that. All of you guys, thank you so much for the support. Oh, yeah, I got it. Thank you. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate it. Sorry, it didn't notify me for some reason for PayPal. I'll have to look into that later. But thank you, Brittany. Thank you. You didn't have to do that. You guys are awesome. Thank you all for the support. But like I mentioned, the good news is that a lot of the worst of it is behind us now. So I think I'm going to try to get some sleep, y'all. I hate to do it. I hate to roll off here, man, but like I mentioned, it's almost 5 a.m. I got to get some sleep. Got to get some sleep. Let's see here. Hey, man, am I going to survive in Tallahassee? So, yeah, you'll more than likely be okay. I do need you to keep an eye out there for Tallahassee, though. If we take a look back at the risk currently, Tallahassee is in that level 3 threat still. If we bring up the valid outlook, Tallahassee is in that level 3 severe weather threat overall. So, you do have that 10% chance for tornadoes still. There isn't much activity for tornadic activity going on right now, knock on wood. There is that 10% chance, though. We do have a 30% chance out there for, damaging wind gusts overall, and a 5% chance for hail between 1 to 2 inches in diameter. Damaging wind gusts could be, 70 miles an hour or so, 60 to 70. Right now, though, to the west of Tallahassee, we do have severe thunderstorm warning in effect for 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-size hail. This is for, the Panama City area. There's a good chance it could look something similar to this as it approaches you. Could it pick up a little bit of strength by the time it gets there? It could, but yeah, just make sure you have a way to receive warnings, my friend. If you have a weather radio, turn it on. If so just if you do, just turn it on. And like I said, a lot of phones do notify you though if there is a warning in your area. So just make sure that setting is turned on. For at least Apple, if you have an iPhone, it would be under notifications at the very bottom. It should say alerts. Make sure those are turned on because that'll give you those updates. Anyways, gonna make breakfast. Y'all want anything? Yeah, I'll take some bacon, man. See here. But all right, everybody. Let's see. What about Forest City? We already did. I just did yours not too long ago. You probably didn't see it, but let me take a look at it. Forest City area. Okay, so right now there's no imminent danger. Just a little bit of moderate rainfall. Nothing. This is not a severe storm. This is just some moderate rainfall. Nothing big. Later on, within the next several hours, there will be the back end of that line rolling through. There could be some strong winds and stuff rolling through. So keep an eye out there for that. There still is potential for a couple of strong to severe storms out there, but honestly, to be fair, like I said, right now there's no immediate danger for you. Let's see here. Sleep well. You too, man. You as well, my friend. But all right, everybody. I hate to do this, dude. I hate to do it, but I'm probably gonna head off here. It's 5 in the morning. I got to get some sleep, man. I've been up for, like I said, I was up all day yesterday too. I just needed to do nighttime coverage, saving the energy for night. But probably gonna roll off here now. Once again, everybody, thank you all for joining. Every single one of you. I love you all. Thank you so much for the support. For the people who've donated, thank you all from the bottom of my heart, y'all. It means a lot to me. It helps me out a ton. For those people who have supported us directly, thank you so much. Once again, thank you everybody for joining us. Thank you to the subscribers for our new subs. Appreciate you guys. If you guys could, on your way out, like I mentioned, if you guys could, on your way out, leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated. That way you guys can stay, weather aware and up to date out there with future events and whatnot. But let's see here. Yeah, we're getting some new warnings out. Still low and severe though. But anyways, let's see here. Wind and lightning are starting to pick up in Augusta, Georgia. Yeah, we do have the little line getting closer to you guys. That line is warned though for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. See, caught you last minute. I'm sorry, guys. Like I want to stream longer, but my body's like, no, dude, you got to go to sleep. I would love to be here longer with you guys. But the good news, what I can tell you, is that much of the worst of the threat is well over with at this point. The moderate, the high risk, it's gone. It's no longer there. We're good. That is gone. The worst is over. But, we still have the threat for later today. I'll see about going live later today. I'm actually seeing my dad for the first time in 3 years today, so I'm excited for that. So I don't know if I'll be able to go live, but I'll try to. The yellow boxes, these are severe thunderstorm warnings. So yeah, these guys are currently warned for 60-mile-per-hour winds. The ones out by Florida here is for hail as well, up to quarter size. Let's see here. Have a great sleep. You too, my friend. You as well. No, it's good. Get some rest. It's a great thing you do for all of us. Like I said, I'm glad to be here for you guys. I am, but I hate to cut it now. But I'm gonna get some sleep, guys. But all right, everybody. Thank you all for joining. Once again, big shout out goes to everybody, really everybody, for joining us. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate it. Big thank you goes to the supporters for the donators. Real quickly before I head off here, I do want to go ahead and say, once again, a big thank you to our donators. We had Kuru on Cash App. Thank you so much. We had Gabriel. Thank you so much as well. We had Brittany on PayPal. Thank you so much. Let me go ahead and go over to YouTube here, and I'll pull up the list here of our supporters. I'm just really thankful for you guys. And let's see. We had Jessica. Thank you so much for the super chat. Penny, thank you for the super chat. Renita, thank you for the super chats. I really appreciate your support. We had AJ, we had Amish, we had Trauma Boy, we had Dean, and that was our supporters. So thank you guys for all the supporters. Really special shout out goes to you guys for helping us out. Like I said, you guys help keep us afloat. So I just want to say thank you. And once again, thank you to everybody for joining. If you guys could, leave a like, hit that subscribe button on your way out. If you guys could, share this channel as well to your friends and family. That way that they can stay weather aware, for these upcoming, or whenever we do get more severe weather, I'll be here to cover it. But anyways, my friends. But alrighty, everybody. Well, stream's going to head off here in approximately 2 minutes. So go ahead and say goodbye to your friends, your family, anybody you're hanging out with here in the chat. Once again, I hate to cut it, y'all. But it's getting late. It's 5 in the morning now, so I got to get some sleep. But that's going to wrap up the 3 hours of coverage, my friends. Appreciate y'all. Much love to you guys. And like I said, we'll see about going live tomorrow. Okay? But y'all be safe. Y'all be careful. And all right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Y'all take care. Have a wonderful rest of your night. And we'll catch you guys here in the next one. Once again, everybody, thank you for joining. Y'all have a beautiful night. Wonderful night. And... see y'all later on. Peace out, my friends. Catch y'all in the next one.